if I randomly show up dead, I am not suicidal. There's a reason Jeffrey Epstein didn't live long enough. You can mail people poo. Fucking no backbone having ass pussy. Show the body cam footage. I don't do that, Ben. Well, who approved the fucking Lego block warrant? I can't wait till the next development on this case. This shit is so fucking annoying. Like, just talk. Nah, we don't think this is real. You couldn't make up the lines that these motherfuckers are saying, but they're real. What is this? Is this what the Lego scandal is? Wait, I'm so confused. What is this? Is this a whole trilogy? How does he have this many videos about it? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos. It's nuts. It's ongoing.
I don't even know how to intro this video because there's nothing I can say that will actually.
Yo, does anybody have a TLDR? Is there a TLDR video that isn't watching like 2 hours of Charlie videos?
This man spent his life collecting
it's this video.
what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever. It's estimated to be worth around $200,000. And then the entire thing got stolen. And the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire thing up.
What?
But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian, well, he reached out to me because he has no clue how to break this news to his dad.
At this point, my father had a health episode. We can't bring any stress to him.
The reason he's reaching out to me is because the police are covering this entire thing up. And at this moment, I promised Brian that I would not end this video until I get his entire world record Star Wars collection back. But anyways, the thief of this collection is actually a corporation called Bricks and Minifigs.
Bricks and Minifigs, the biggest toy store of its kind.
Is the largest toy store.
Bricks and Minifigs were not just your average Lego store.
For collectors, Bricks and Minifigs is basically seen as the best and safest way to sell your Lego collections.
I'm selling my Legos. So what I'm planning to do with them is take them to my local Bricks and Minifigs.
Because there's so much positive media about them everywhere, Brian thought that this would be the perfect store to finally sell his dad's Lego Star Wars collection.
So I wrote up a contract.
In the contract,
No,
it says
bro,
that these
does
are
the
still
dad
the family's
have,
Lego
like,
sets,
Alzheimer's?
but every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth of inventory. So that store that day was nothing but my
sick?
dad's
Oh,
collection.
shit,
like,
bro.
all the shelves filled. They had to bring in extra shelves and filled the whole party room with shelves.
But the owner of the franchise, this woman, well, her husband had to actually leave the country due to some work-related reasons.
My husband and I were planning on moving out of the country.
Sus. She also looks like the lady who hyperspaced into the
I reached out to corporate to let them know, hey, this is something that's coming up in the next like 4 to 5 months.
She told the Bricks and Minifigs head corporation that she was planning on selling the store, so the corporation actually was able to find a buyer to buy it from her.
She's not the one in wrong, but she's the owner of the store.
A franchise.
So was it the husband?
He was going to be in town and he was going to stop by and just take a look at it. It wasn't until Brandon got there.
Oh, they're previous owners.
That he
Oh my God.
informed me that they were terminating
car
my
was that,
franchise
chat?
agreement. We were getting threats from Brandon and from corporate that if we didn't leave the store immediately, the police were going to be called. I told corporate I wasn't comfortable leaving that night without the inventory. I was also told I was not going to be able to stay there long enough to do that inventory.
But we don't just have to take this woman's word for it. She was actually able to save all the security camera footage from that night, proving that everything she just said
Yeah,
is
what
true.
is this
All the
censorship,
footage
bro?
And evidence is there in the security cam footage. It's him at the store kicking her out. In that footage they sent us is Crystal asking him, how am I supposed to pay this guy? These are sets he has not been paid for.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that kind of side liability.
His own corporation is sitting there on video saying they're going to take it.
After this woman got kicked out of her own store, she called Brian explaining how corporate just came down and is now trying to take the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection without paying for it. So, Brian called the store to see what was going on.
Called the store and I said, what happened to Crystal? And he goes, well, that's kind of a private matter, but the corporation's taken over the store. There's something I can do to help you with. I said, well, yeah. I am the owner of about half your store's inventory. All those vintage Star Wars sets you have in there are ours. And he goes, oh, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, well, you better get to learn about it because I have a contract, I have photo evidence, video evidence, like that is our collection. So I went down to the store, brought a copy of the contract. We're like, you need to let me in back and let me see the sets that you still have. All you have to do is let me in back. We can go that route or we can go to court. And the guy just looks at me, crosses his arms and goes, let me tell you what's gonna happen. If we go to court, we're gonna drag this thing out so long and you're gonna end up spending so much more money than your collection is ever worth or what you ever would have gotten on it, that it ain't worth it, man. So if that's the route you wanna go, and I go, that's really the route you wanna go, rather than just letting me walk in there, and he goes, no.
What the fuck?
What am I to do at that point?
Bricks and Minifigs knows that this family, especially with the father's health, doesn't have the resources to take them to court, and almost mockingly, they've since flooded all of their social media with tons of pictures of Star Wars Legos. At this point, it seems like they're just rubbing it in this family's face that they stole the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection in the world, and they got away with it.
Everybody is absolutely baffled. How the hell can a corporation get away with doing this?
Yeah.
And why are the cops not helping?
But luckily for Brian, a YouTuber ended up catching wind of this story and created a team of YouTubers to do whatever they could to get Brian his Legos back.
This is the full inventory of all the sets and minifigs.
We can figure out how to get this guy his money and his stuff back.
But right after they started, they instantly stopped working on this case. So I called one of them to find out why.
So they were threatening legal action against us. You know, Bricks and Minifigs, which is a pretty big company who probably has way more resources than we could, you know, really put up a fight against.
Bricks and Minifigs knows that they can just bully anyone that tries to expose them with frivolous lawsuits. And this left Brian feeling pretty hopeless.
It eats me alive. I had terrible anxiety attacks over it, got put on medication. I just kind of was like, okay, I just have to let these freaking things go right now. Because it didn't seem like I have any path to go, you know?
Well, I guess now it's time for me to get involved. So immediately I went to my car, picked up some friends, and started driving 16 hours to this Bricks and Minifigs store. And I will do literally whatever it takes. Even if I have to take down the entire police force, I will stop at nothing until this family gets their entire Lego Star Wars collection
Then
back.
keep trading spots.
And now
driving.
16 hours later, we're finally pulling up to the Bricks and Minifigs store. So I started a pair of spy camera glasses. That's what I'm gonna use to film this. And honestly, I kind of just want to hear Bricks and Minifigs side of the story.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
It's pretty good. So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think, and he told me to come here and see if I could pick them up.
Who's your friend?
I think they're Brian's Legos. It's like a big Star Wars collection set, I think.
You could go ahead and leave now.
Really?
So you could go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
What?
Well, I'm not harassing you.
No, you are. Hi. You want to watch the cameras? I'm being harassed by you. Watch the cameras. I am being harassed. You need to leave.
Literally, all I did was just bring up that my friend has some Legos in their store, and
Wait,
the
this
manager
is like,
started freaking
this is
out on me.
real.
But
This
I
is
wasn't
some
gonna
shit
leave
you
the store
see in
without
fucking
hearing her side of the
movies.
story. Before showing up, I printed out a copy of the contract the store made with Brian, saying that all of these Lego sets will remain his until sold. Because I have a contract, legal reason to be here, legally this does not count as harassment. Instead, the manager should be checking the store's inventory to see if these sets are still in their store.
Well, so here's still all of the Lego sets you guys still have.
I don't have anything to do with that, and I don't want that. You can go ahead and leave, and I'm going to ask you one more time. This is the last time. I do not want that. You're not handing me anything.
I tried for a long time just to get her to look at this contract. But finally, she gave me an answer of why she can't help me.
He's been supposed to be getting a hold of corporate.
Basically what the manager's saying is that if someone did steal the Legos, it wasn't her, it was corporate. But little does the manager know, I already did this. Yep, I literally went to the corporate Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
How's it going?
And this was corporate side of the story.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah, like they're all locally owned and operated, and we can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them. That doesn't involve us.
So I showed the manager what corporate Bricks and Minifigs said.
When corporate tells me this, I'm supposed to come back to the store, right? And so it kind of seems like you're going against what corporate's saying.
That's fine.
Oh, well, this is what corporate told us.
I'm happy that's what corporate told you. For the last time, I'm asking you to leave the store.
Can you give me a reason to leave, I guess?
Have you guys heard me ask him several times?
I don't know about you guys, but to me, it kind of seems like the only reason she's asking me to leave the store is to cover up this $200,000 theft.
You need to leave. How many times have you been asked to leave?
Was there a reason you're asking me to leave?
You need to leave. I've asked you to leave. You need to leave. You need to. And I've asked you how many times to leave. I've been asking you to leave.
Eventually, the owner of the store called in and asked if he could talk to me.
Are you the owner of the Bricks and Minifigs store?
Yeah, why? What you got?
So basically, I just wanted to get some of the Legos back that you guys still have. I think I'm looking for the clone turbo tank.
Why do you think you would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, at least I confirmed the Legos are still here. The only thing is the owner's claiming that he's the owner of these Lego sets. I mean, it's pretty stupid of him to say that, considering I'm literally holding a copy of a contract he made with the store that said that this Lego Star Wars collection is not the store's property. It's the family's property. The contract makes all of this very clear, so I want to give him one more chance to answer a little bit better.
Well, I just want to get it back from my friend. He said he couldn't get it back, so I was just wondering if I could just come pick him up. Because you guys still have him, right?
Bro, why do you think your friend would be entitled to our inventory?
Genuine question, chat. If you do take this to court, how does the offending party stall the lawsuit? Isn't this just cut and dry, easy as fuck? Just show the contract to the judge and it's like just done? You go to different instances of court? Oh, really? They actually... Bro, this video covers all of... There's no shot.
Well, yeah, we have a contract. He does own them.
No, bro, are you an idiot? Are you stupid?
Josh, the police is showing up right now.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, at least the police are here now, so once I show him the contract we're in with the store, we can finally get the Legos back.
Basically, we have, I think it's like $200,000 worth of Lego sets that we just have them in the store and we just like to pick them up, I guess.
This
Because
cop
they were
looks
going to
built
sell it
like a
for
mall
us, but I
cop,
guess they're
bro.
not selling it for us anymore.
But does it sound like you...
90% of like,
but they have our
criminals
sets, though,
are definitely outrunning this guy.
Right here, the factor is that they don't want you, they're a private owned store, and they don't want you on the
road. But I don't want them to keep the Lego sets, though.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
The police officer literally didn't care at all that the store just stole $200,000 worth of Legos. For some reason, he made it seem like I was the bad guy.
So you are trespass from here. So
okay.
Trespass for life. So if you come back...
Oh, for life?
Yeah. If you come back, you could be arrested. Okay?
Oh, so how do I get the Legos back then if I can't go in the store?
Okay. We talked about that. Do you understand the trespass portion? If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay.
So...
Okay. Again, Rob, you come back, we're in the car, and we're gonna arrest you.
Brian did warn me that the police are actively trying to cover this up. So Brian and I are now officially trespassed from the store, and if we ever come back to ask for his own Lego collection back, then we're gonna be arrested.
Is there, I guess, a reason why they're able to just take all the Legos and not give it back, or?
So, we just gotta leave.
I just have to leave?
So,
answer the question. This
okay.
cop is...
I'm not allowed to be in the parking lot?
No. So this is all private property.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
There's no way this fucking Lego store owns the entire lot.
I'm already trespassed from Bricks and
There's
Minifigs,
literally other
which is
stores
like
next
the
to it.
Location of the video. So how do I film a video at Bricks and Minifigs now if I can't even legally go back there?
Use
so,
your
to
friend.
continue the video without getting arrested, I went back to Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices. And the Bricks and Minifigs CEO, the guy who runs the entire company,
that guy,
Hammond McNeff.
Nah, no, look at that fucking evil. Nah, that motherfucker definitely like twirls his fucking mustache while fucking stealing people's Lego sets.
He personally came out to talk to us.
So what's going on?
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
No.
Is that a lie?
No.
That's a lie. You did take the Legos.
No. So we have our attorneys have visited. Like again. So who's
Brian Mansell.
Okay, and who is that?
He's a guy who had he had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store.
Nope. Never happened.
No, I mean, it did happen, yeah. It does happen.
No, we did not.
Yeah, because his Legos were in the store and you guys took them. I know you think lying to us right now is kind of like helping you out.
I'm not lying to you.
Well, look, we both know you're lying, but...
No, we don't know that.
So I showed him some social media posts his own company made that are still up that claims that these are Brian Mansell's Lego sets. And these Lego sets that they're still holding on to are worth $200,000. All of these claims are from his own company. We just caught the CEO of the entire company red-handed in a lie. Yeah, it's crazy to me that even the CEO is in on this cover-up. But anyways, now that we just caught the CEO in this lie, I wanted to let him know that it's gonna be much easier if he just gives us the Legos back now.
If you just want to give it back now, it's gonna be a lot easier for you guys, you know? I think you guys would prefer the easy way. The hard way, I don't think you guys are really gonna like it.
No, okay.
But we're getting it back either way, so it's like you can either...
So you can leave. If you come back here, we will call the cops. If you don't leave right now, I will call the cops.
So you don't want to do the easy way?
So you're threatening me. What you are doing right now is illegal. It's an extortion.
So catching you guys in illegal activity, that's illegal on me.
Okay, you've been asked to leave. Please leave.
And with that, Bricks and Minifigs has made their decision. I presented them very politely with the easy way, and they said, heck no! Well, they've only left me one other option, which is the hard way.
What the fuck is
But now it's pretty much the super hard way because the police are protecting them. If I ever go back to this store, I'm getting arrested.
If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay? You understand that?
So, we all...
I just genuinely wonder if these corporations and this fucking company realizes just how strong social media is. Maybe they don't get it because their Facebook posts about Lego sets get like fucking 5 likes. But like, motherfucker, when these YouTube videos have this alone as 2.5 million, Charlie has like 5 videos with probably like 3 to 5 million each. Like, brother, you guys are there. You guys are literally about to burn down your business. Nobody wants to fucking, you guys are gonna get review bombed to the hell. They do. That's why they threatened legal action to those guys earlier. Why do they think they're ever gonna win that battle though? It's about cost. Listen, I feel like we're in an age where businesses can't just threaten like frivolous lawsuits because social media can destroy them in another way. I think when a business is so in the wrong, I think you can threaten frivolous lawsuits, but the other party can just literally make you go viral in a negative way. Nintendo. Okay, well, listen, chat. I think Bricks and fucking whatever they're called is not Nintendo sized. They are? They're not Nintendo sized. What are you saying?
Group together to rewatch the footage I've gotten
so far.
What
are we saying right now?
There was one thing the manager said that might be a way forward for us.
I have not heard anything from the owners.
Oh.
So you need to leave.
Can I talk to the owners then, or?
You go ahead and call the owners.
Do you have their number?
I'm not giving it to you.
Why won't you give it to me? Because isn't that the logical next step if we're supposed to work with the owners?
Well, you have all the information right there, right?
I have the Lego sets you guys have, but I don't have the owner's number now. So yeah, if you give me if that's what you want me to do, then you could give me the number and I can.
No, I want you to leave.
Basically, she's putting all of the blame on the owner of the store, which is good to find out. The only problem is she's not giving me the owner's number.
Yeah, if you could give me a number.
I mean, they had the police helping them? Well, that sounds like more like it might be because it's a small town. I think in smaller towns you could see a lot more corruption like that.
But you have his number? Or?
No, I don't have any of their numbers.
Dang.
That's why I was like, corporate keeps telling me to contact the owners of the store.
Because everybody knows each other, you know, in towns like this,
The store hangs up on me and says I'm harassing them.
The manager is really trying to protect the store owner from getting in trouble, so...
You'll see why?
If she's not going to give me his number, I'm just going to have to find it a different way.
When she hands me the phone, we might be able to see his name and number. Josh Lego.
Well, we found out the owner's name is Josh. However, the number was way too blurry on the spyglasses.
No, it's so blurry.
So I checked the store's Instagram to see if it follows anyone named Josh, which it doesn't. So I checked their business records, but everything got scrubbed. This owner is really going to any length he can to stay fully anonymous. After watching the footage over and over, my final conclusion is, yeah, the manager sucks. But she's not really the mastermind of this whole thing. She's just protecting the mastermind of this whole thing. because she's brainwashed. But luckily for me, through my YouTube career, I've infiltrated tons of cults, and I've personally experienced some of the most intense and crazy brainwashing in the entire world. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm pretty sure that I could brainwash one of these Bricks and Minifigs employees way harder than any corporate offices could. And yes, that's the plan. Brainwash the Bricks and Minifigs employees to be on my side. Yeah, I'm starting a Lego cult. I mean, a true cult would never actually call themselves a cult. They always disguise themselves as something else. So, yes, I'm actually just starting a regular old Lego club. Yep, that's what we're calling it. My friend Victor is going to be the cult recruiter. I dressed him up to look like a famous YouTuber, so he would look powerful.
Is that what a famous YouTuber looks like?
My name's Victor. We're going to Bricks and Minifigs. Let's go. All right, guys, we are heading into the store right now.
He was doing amazing, but we had to make sure that these employees know that Victor is the real deal.
Dude, that's crazy. Dang, let's go. Yo, we got a fan over here. 1, 2, 3. Toys for everyone. Yeah. Real quick pic. Hey, I'll send you that clip later, all right?
You can? Yeah.
So far, everything we had set up was working perfectly. But now, we have to come up with some type of way to get one of these employees out of the store so we can brainwash them.
Hey, what's going on? So we're filming a quick video. Maybe you and her want to do like some kind of challenge for like $100.
I mean, sure, I'm down for that. I don't, whatever.
What's happening right now? Do they believe it?
He's doing the challenge. Hell yeah, they're believing the challenge.
3, 2, 1. Yellow! Go, 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 go!
And these employees started their YouTube challenge. And yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward to this part. I'm not gonna torture you guys with all of this. All you really need to know is that this girl ended up winning.
High five, sweet. So now I'm gonna call my producer.
Lego employee can't even fuck. Oh my god.
How's it going? We have the winner right over here. We're partnering with the local Lego club, and we're gonna kind of do like an award ceremony. Like the Lego club wants to host the award ceremony for you. So, yeah.
No, I think this
like
blur is
that,
actually real, chat.
in. So we traveled deep into the
I think
woods
that blur is actually
and waited
real.
for this employee to show up.
What? Okay.
And with that, our new cult member has arrived.
You're the Lego Queen!
Yes, she's the Lego Queen!
Before you can brainwash someone, they have to be open to it. And most cults achieve this by making the new recruit seem like the most special person in the entire world.
Official best employee of Bricks and Minifigs.
The winner goes to Caledonia! Lego Queen! Lego Queen! Lego Queen!
You're not really blurring the face. I feel like you can clearly tell who it is.
Another thing I've personally seen a lot of cults do is they instantly give new recruits power. If people feel powerful, they're less likely to think that they're the ones that are being manipulated. So, we gotta give this girl some power.
You give me power?
Yes.
Yeah, we're giving you power. You're the most powerful.
Queen says.
So did they just like stop blurring her face because she's in the cult now? Like, I don't get it.
Jump. I feel like I can do anything I want. Step on the Legos barefoot.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
Beautiful dog pile.
What is the blur up there, bro?
Lastly, all cults do group rituals to make you feel like one with the group. So now, we have to become one with this Bricks and Minifigs employee.
Brick by brick, 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 brick by.
And now the employee is fully brainwashed. Okay, maybe not fully brainwashed, but we definitely did a much better job at brainwashing her than corporate Bricks and Minifigs did. So hopefully now I'm finally safe to bring up these Star Wars Lego sets.
We heard something about like some like Star Wars sets.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that or?
I know some of it. They were gonna reimburse him for everything.
Okay, genuinely, I feel like this would have worked out to like this without doing all the cult stuff. I'm gonna be honest, but.
And then I think they did, and he's upset about everything, which I get.
They reimbursed him for everything?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have any of his stuff on the shelves.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have any of it.
But just like every other cult member out there, these employees have been told a lie and are now willing to pretty much die to defend this lie. But good thing now, she's been brainwashed even harder by our cult, and our cult is now gonna give her the freedom to finally be able to think logically about this situation.
So we think they've been lying to you. So these were all the sets in the store, and they're all metadata timestamped.
Wait, we do have these ones.
Yeah, those are all his.
No, some of them I think we do still have.
Yeah, I know you guys do. You showed me one of them when I asked.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait. I thought it's called on you?
Yeah, all I did was.
Oh my god. You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we
Dang.
get them arrested?
Now that we have a Bricks and Minifigs employee on our side,
No one's gonna employ her
it's
after all this? Nah, I think they would. I think they would.
time to finally complete our mission and get Josh, the owner's number.
Wait, but you have like their numbers and stuff, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, did he give you Josh's number? Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, nice.
Well, now that
Okay,
I have the owner's
maybe
number,
they
it's
might
time
not
to give
hire
him a
her.
call.
She's just been giving out trade secrets.
Hello. I'm just calling to get my Legos back. I think they told me to talk to you about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what Legos?
I think it's the Star Wars set. I have a list. I can kind of pull it up. I was just wondering, like, how we can get them back. Should I, like, if I get your okay, I can just walk in the store and.
I don't know what Legos you're talking about, dude. What are you talking about?
I think one of them's called like the Super Trooper set. I think we got, what else is there?
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep going.
You don't?
Since Josh was pretending to not remember any of the Star Wars sets that make up half of his store's inventory, I decided to send him over a picture of the contract his store is in.
What contract is it? I didn't sign a contract. I didn't sign that agreement. I didn't agree to anything in that.
And now I finally understand the legal loophole that Josh is using to get away with this. And it's probably the stupidest loophole I've ever heard in my entire life. Josh is claiming that it's not his name on the contract, it's the previous owner's, which makes no sense because in the security camera footage, he tells the previous owner that he's going to be the one taking over the contract now.
He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment.
And I guess this is some sort of just contract loophole he's trying to use to steal the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection.
In order for me to be under contract, I have to sign something.
Or you had to take it over from the previous owner, right?
Nope, that's not how the law works.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
So
If that's how the law works, then sue me for it.
you don't just want to give the Legos back, like?
Sue me. Let's go to court. I'm calling the police right now, and you guys are going to be arrested for harassment.
Or do you feel threatened right now?
Yeah.
I was surprised at how much the owner wanted us to sue him. He wants this because Brian already tried to sue him, and it didn't work.
We've been to a couple attorneys and they basically spelled it out saying here's the path that's going to happen if you go down each of these routes. They're now in Spain, so we're getting into that whole international thing just to have them an injunction on the store to have them go back and prove what they sold and not. And that's like $60,000 to $70,000.
Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs knows that Brian and his dad don't have nearly enough resources to sue a company as big as Bricks and Minifigs.
He's like, we're gonna keep these. You're gonna walk away from this. You're not coming back. And if you choose to sue us, we will drag this out in court till it is well past what this collection is worth.
So let's lay out the puzzle pieces really quick. If Brian and his dad sue Bricks and Minifigs, it's gonna ruin their lives. And by the way, this Bricks and Minifigs company has been treating this family. I only think it's fair if they're the ones that get their lives ruined. In order to make things right, it looks like we gotta do this. Now Bricks and Minifigs has their life ruined, and you can see Brian. And,
Why is Brian
us,
doing the
we're
illegal
ones now
activity?
doing the illegal activity. So I told my
Hello. All right.
group the plan. We have to do something illegal.
I thought you said you didn't want to do anything illegal.
Right.
Well, but the thing is, they're getting screwed because of it, because they would have to upfront the cost, and then if they take us to court, then
Oh, yeah, okay, that is legal.
Are you getting sued? No.
And the group is in. So now it's time to do an illegal business move against Bricks and Minifigs. Let's just hope that they take the bait and sue us. What I was thinking is, what's the easiest way to get them to sue us?
We steal their name.
Good. Oh man.
Perfect. First, I went to Google Maps and took a screenshot of the sign outside their store. I got rid of their tagline because it's boring, and I changed it to "We steal from old people." And now the tagline's actually accurate. Also added a cute little company logo. And this is my plan of how I'm gonna make it into court with Bricks and Minifigs for free. Once we're in court, we can finally hold Bricks and Minifigs accountable for stealing the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection. And of course, they're also gonna try and get me in trouble, but this is where I'm gonna make my grand reveal. You see, this entire time, my company name was actually called We Steal From Old People. Yeah, the words Bricks and Minifigs, that's just the company tagline. In America, there's no specific law that says whether the tagline has to be above or beneath the company name, so I'm just allowed to do this.
So people are just assuming that the name is Bricks and Minifigs, when that's really just the tagline of our company, and our company name is actually We Steal From Old People.
Yeah.
And now, because I'm actually not stealing their name, it's gonna be so easy for me to win this court case. And Brian's gonna get his entire Star Wars Lego collection back. All while Bricks and Minifigs pays for all the legal fees. So I registered We Steal From Old People as an official Oregon company. And now that my company's legally approved, I made a website, and you can visit us at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. You can help support us by buying some of our We Steal From Old People merch, or give us a call. But as you can see, we have great reviews. And so now to promote this website, I'm gonna put my company logo directly over top of the Bricks and Minifigs company logo. So I asked ChatGPT what the dimensions of this billboard is. Sick. I'm making my logo the exact same dimensions.
Yes, dude! Oh my god! It looks exactly the same.
This is where we started to realize we are taking this way further than just a bad business practice. I'm pretty sure putting my logo over their logo is actually criminally illegal.
But luckily for us though, if we go back to the beginning of the video, Bricks and Minifigs actually gave us a solution of how any company pretty much can get away with this.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah. Like they're all locally owned and operated. We can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them.
So basically, if you put all the blame on your lower franchises, you're safe. So I registered 5 franchises under my We Steal From Old People company.
Who wants to be the owner of the first company?
Ooh, I want to be an owner.
Congratulations, you're a franchise owner! If you choose to put a bunch of banners on their store, I can't get in trouble for anything.
Yeah, every one of my friends is now a legal franchise owner of We Steal From Old People.
What the fuck?
Each of my franchise owners is allowed to make their own decisions of how they want to run the company. And what they've decided is that they're getting 2 pumpkins, and they're going to use these pumpkins to support this tarp, and they're going to climb up the Bricks and Minifigs building, and they're going to hang our logo over top of their logo.
And I basically just sit down here and, yeah, have my franchise owner do everything for me.
And we did it. And the sign is way too small. What the heck, ChatGPT?
Yeah, I miscalculated the size. So sorry, guys.
It'll work for now. So we're still going on with the plan.
2, 1, let's go.
We're setting up a Bricks and Minifigs We Steal From Old People company booth right outside of their entrance.
If anyone wants to walk into the Bricks and Minifigs store, they have to get through me and my merch.
You know, I have all of the court papers already filled out if they want to sue me. Hopefully they take the bait.
What up? You want to buy some merch?
Yeah.
What's this?
Yeah, we also got some We Steal From People barf bags because honestly what they're doing in the store is so gross, it's probably going to make all the customers throw up.
Do you have an XL? Large. Well, we stopped a customer from going into Bricks and Minifigs, and he left with our merch.
It was going pretty good, and I was stopping a lot of customers from entering the actual Bricks and Minifigs store.
Okay. Yeah, I might just be out here all day. This is Going very well.
It was almost going too well.
It's basically the end of the day now. They haven't really seen me because these windows are tinted, I guess.
In order to get the store's attention, my friend Jay is gonna walk into the store just pretending to be a normal customer and ask what's going on.
Is this the main store or is it the one that's out front?
Wait, like, is this the main entrance?
Yeah. No. I'm saying like the counters. There's two. There's one here and then one outside.
No, there's a guy who's selling stuff out front. I don't know what he's selling.
Wait, what?
She's just laughing.
Hello, you want to buy a shirt? What? If you want to buy one, I'll give you 50% off if you want.
No, you cannot be out here doing this.
Why not?
Were you the guy that was just trespassed out of here? It's the guy that was out there. It was the guy that we just trespassed.
What was it?
Yes.
She's calling the cops right now.
Oh, the police are here.
This is a problem. The police told me yesterday that if I ever come back to this store in my lifetime, I'm getting arrested.
But he's on the sidewalk.
You understand this?
The sidewalk
As you
is
can
not
see, they still haven't
private
sued
property.
me. I can't just give up on the plan before being sued. So I did a switcheroo with this guy. He's wearing my exact same clothes and his legal name is also Ben. And once the police find out that they caught the wrong Ben, I'm gonna be super far away.
Oh, it was so cold.
Okay, I couldn't get that far away. The water was freezing, but I think I got far away enough at least. But anyways, back to the store. The police instantly tried removing our booth because us stealing their name is very illegal. But if we want to get away with this crime, all we have to do is copy Bricks and Minifigs. We have to put all of the blame on an anonymous corporate person, and then when they ask who corporate is, we just don't tell them.
Oh, hello, this is corporate. We steal from old people. How's it going?
You do what?
Well, the corporation's called We Steal From Old People. And our tagline is Bricks and Minifigs. We're a legitimate business, so yeah. What?
Who am I talking to?
This is corporate.
I know it's corporate, but who are you, corporate?
Corporate, we steal from old people.
No, I know who you are. I mean, who are you as a person?
Oh, I'm just the owner that runs it.
Who am I talking here?
This is the owner of We Steal From Old People. It kind of seems like a civil matter, doesn't it? Like, we have the plaintiff's claim if they want to...
Here's the situation. Do you really want to get go round and round?
And now, Bricks and Minifigs finally gets a taste of their own medicine. They're now in a situation the police can't help them with. The only way this will ever end is if they sue us. So I went back to the Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices to see if the CEO of this company would sue me.
Going about things the way that you continue to do this is not the right way.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand that?
So what's the right way then?
Do you understand
Yeah.
that like the harassment style that you have conducted and bragging to people that you've vandalized the store and done other things along those lines? That's not the right way of doing
Well, I never vandalized the store, but
people have told us that you have.
I mean, whatever my franchises do underneath me, I guess that's I can't really control them. I'm just corporate, I guess.
Are you a registered franchise?
Yeah.
You guys have FDDs and everything else?
Yeah. Yeah.
What states are you registered in?
Oregon.
You're a registered franchisor, so...
Yeah, I'm actually a franchise owner of the franchise, too.
The CEO of this company knows pretty much better than anyone that he can't get us in trouble for what we're doing because we can always just keep passing the blame onto our lower franchises. We're just doing the exact same thing he's doing.
Brick by brick! Brick by brick!
But yeah, it's a legal organization. We have legal franchises and everything. It's 100% by the books, and yeah.
What you're doing. I appreciate that you think you're being very clever, and that you think that you can do all sorts of fun stuff this way, but it's you have no business being here. So.
Well, we do have business. We have, you guys have a bunch of our Legos.
Well, if Bricks and Minifigs is not going to sue me, then I guess we have to settle this outside of court, which is going to be hard. Because right now, Bricks and Minifigs has somehow convinced the police that they aren't criminals, they just participated in a bad business deal. I mean, Josh has literally already exposed their entire plan to me of how they're planning on getting away with this.
I feel bad for him. That agreement is not criminal. That agreement is now civil. So it's a civil matter, it's not criminal. And I have extensive legal knowledge.
Yeah, basically a civil crime is just the legal way of saying a business deal gone bad, which, if this truly was just a business deal gone wrong, you would have to settle this through the court. The police aren't able to do anything. We have the police to solve criminal crimes, such as stealing from a lottery. That's a criminal crime that the police would have to investigate. So, here's the plan.
What if we do a lottery?
Yes. First, Brian donates one of his sets to a lottery, someone wins the lottery, and then if Bricks and Minifigs keeps the prize for themselves instead of giving it to the winner, they have now just stolen from a lottery.
Now it's not a business deal gone bad. They're actually interfering with a state-regulated lottery scheme, which is now a criminal offense that the police would have to investigate.
That's a good idea.
That's interesting.
It turns out this is completely legal for us to do.
You still own the Legos, correct?
Technically, we own all of those.
Yeah.
So it would be legal for you to auction your Legos off, right? If you still are the owners, right?
Yeah?
To make sure everything was legally legit, I registered for a gambling license, which, yeah, it actually takes a long time to get one of these, which sucks. But on the DOJ website, it says that if you're a nonprofit or a religion, you actually don't need a license. It'd be cool to use my new We Steal From Old People company, but I already made my first $1 when I was selling stuff outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And then I used that money to buy food from a robot. But luckily for me, I'm already the leader of a religion called Scientology Sucks, officially approved in California, which is another problem. I guess technically I need it registered in Oregon for this to work. So I registered for an Oregon PO box, which costs $35. I've used it for this new Oregon Scientology nonprofit. I mean, corporation, Okay, I'm pretty sure I lost everyone, but all you need to know is that I put a lot of work into making sure that this is a legal, legit raffle. That means that if Bricks and Minifigs decide to steal from this raffle, they have now committed a criminal crime, which the police are required to
Criminal
investigate.
crime? Is there a non-criminal crime? Oh, I guess, yeah, civil crime. But there's something funny about a criminal crime. This sounds
Pretty much instantly, we were a hit, and everyone wanted to win this Lego set. But there's a problem. Under ORS 167.117, each participant must pay something of value in order for this to be considered an official lottery. We're about to charge lots of people money just to maybe be the next victim of Bricks and Minifigs. But we have to charge them money, and if we don't, then it'll actually disqualify our lottery.
But they could also give them the money to use in the lottery,
we realized,
no?
wait, we're filming this entire event. We can just give each person $1
I
as
know.
their appearance fee.
On camera, there you go.
So now when they buy a $1 ticket, the transaction cancels out, and each person
Ah,
gets $0.
I knew it.
$1 for being on camera, and then the raffle is $1 though. So would you like to pay $1 for the raffle? Okay, awesome. So here's your ticket. So what's your business? What's our business? Yeah. We're with the Church of Scientology Sucks.
Finally, it was time to pick our winner.
We are about to see who the winner is right now. We have the winning ticket right here. 5, 3, 3, 9, 7, 7.
Is that mine?
You won!
Oh, no way. Bricks and Minifigs is gonna steal from a kid?
So now if Bricks and Minifigs doesn't give it to them, they're committing a criminal crime, which could land them in jail.
The Lego set is at a place called Bricks and Minifigs. It's like right down the street, and we can pick it up.
We drove to the store as fast as we could. We met up with the family and went inside to help them claim their prize.
I'm here to give these people their prize of a Stormtrooper speeder set.
Well, actually,
These people.
my sister. He won.
From who?
I'm conducting this raffle, and you guys have the prize here.
I don't know anything about that.
To inform Amanda of the business deal her store is in, we showed her all of the raffle paperwork and the family who won this Lego set.
I'm not giving out anything.
Like, I can't leave without it.
Yeah, you can. You can have a good day.
Amanda has just made it very clear. Instead of giving this family the Lego set they legally won, her company is gonna steal it.
You're stealing $1,000 from a little girl.
Yep.
She just said yeah.
Stealing money from a kid, do you find that evil at all, or do you just, that's how you want the business to look?
Amanda now has to cover up this crime her store committed, so she thought the best way to do this was to kick everyone out of the store.
That guy is not supposed to be here. You have a good day.
Wait, she's not gonna give him a prize?
But good thing for us, this isn't a civil crime anymore. Amanda just stole from a lottery. Now they have officially committed a criminal crime. It's time to get the police involved.
This company just stole the prize from our lottery.
I have officers en route.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And now the police are here. But for some reason, I think they thought that I was the criminal.
Is this typically how you treat victims if they get their prize stolen, or?
Do you have ID or anything on you?
No.
What's your date of birth?
12/30/1995. Did we commit a crime?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
The police were very confused on who the actual criminals in this situation were. So we explained everything to them.
I'm supposed to be getting this prize from here.
Okay.
And they're not going to give it to me?
But the police don't just have to take our word for it. I'm carrying all of the legal raffle paperwork, plus the Oregon law book that specifically states this is a criminal crime the police are required to investigate.
Oh, and we have all the paperwork here. Stealing from a DOJ-approved raffling scheme is a criminal offense which the police have to investigate.
That guy's not reading anything.
Now that the police have seen the law, they
He's just
actually
fucking
agree
flipping
that
through
a crime
it.
has been committed. They're now finally going to do a police investigation on this Lego theft. The investigator started by taking some notes.
They're selling stuff because they're thieves and stole stuff. It's a raffle?
Yes.
Okay. And we need to investigate some sort of raffle thievery.
Well, he started taking notes until another police officer came and whispered in his ear. I don't know what he said to him, but whatever it was, it made them all completely change their attitudes.
You're trespassing the property for life, okay? You come back, you're gonna go in handcuffs and go to jail.
Would they trespass you? But we're just trying to claim our prize.
You guys have no right or have no connection to this story.
Well, yeah, we do. They stole a bunch of Lego. They have our prize, so there's a connection.
That is a civil issue between...
No, it's criminal. I got the...
Are you gonna listen to me?
This officer's trying as hard as he can to cover up this crime, but I wasn't gonna let him. But eventually, he said, if I don't let him cover up this crime, I'm getting arrested.
We really want to dive down this really deep. We're trying to give some help. Okay? We're trying to work with you guys and give you some help. We can start looking at if you guys falsified a raffle. Whatever
It's not falsified, though.
Well, here's the thing is, it's not a falsified raffle. We have all the legal paperwork right here.
You don't have authority to give out a prize. We're just going to get to the point that we're not going to have these conversations. We're just going to put you in handcuffs, take you to jail. Are we all on the same page? No. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I'm not gonna let the police just cover up this crime. I'm gonna get this Lego set to the rightful winner.
First off, we do have the authority to do this raffle, so we are legally...
we done for the night?
No, it's actually required by you guys to investigate this. It's not civil, it's criminal.
Just so we're talking in circles, right?
Yep.
No. Do you understand at least what he told you on the...
I don't think we're talking in circles. That's the first time we brought up falsifying raffle.
Good. Just answer my question, please. Do you understand what Officer Bevis explained to you? Kind of what's going to happen, what's going to be the next steps?
I think...
Yep. Yes or no?
No, I'm not understanding.
You don't understand? What part don't you understand?
Yeah, I was pretty confused on what they were going to arrest me for. I mean, the Fourth Amendment in our Constitution specifically states that the police can't arrest you if they don't have a reason. I keep asking them for a reason, but they can't tell me anything that I'm doing that's illegal.
Well, I don't think we broke the law.
That's fine. That's your opinion. That part doesn't matter. Here, it's pretty black and white.
Because right now, you guys said the law we broke is the falsifying the raffle.
But let's do this. Let's just call it, and we'll just go from here, all right, guys? Just please.
So you guys are going to investigate?
We are trying to keep you guys out of handcuffs. We don't want to go that route. We actually, we seem like nice guys. We don't want that for you guys. But at a certain point, we can't keep doing this. All right, so we're good, guys. All right,
I don't think we're good.
Yeah, take care.
We're not good at all. What?
Pretty clear. You go on the property, you're going to get arrested.
When I came up with this plan, I was under the assumption that the police are supposed to follow the law, but I was wrong. In Kaiser, Oregon, the police don't follow the law, and because of this, another family got scammed by bricks and minifigs. I felt pretty bad, so I just paid this family what this Lego set was worth myself.
Do we call the police officer? Like, what do you do when there's just corrupt police?
Should you go to the police department?
Should we go to the police department?
So we went to the police department to tell them that some of their police are corrupt. And then we realized we're literally just telling the police that they are corrupt. Of course they're not going to do anything about it. Yeah, they just sent us home. But this is when we realized that this raffle might have actually accomplished something pretty big for us. Josh ended up giving me a call.
You guys keep coming to the store. You park out front. You do fake raffles. You're threatening my business, you moron.
Josh seems pretty scared, and he should be. Eventually, I am going to end up solving all of the police corruption that's going on. And once that happens, Josh is no longer going to be in civil trouble. He's going to be in criminal trouble.
It wasn't a fake raffle. It was a real lottery scheme, according to Oregon state law. And it actually is a Class B felony, up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
Yeah, the loophole he's been using this entire time, just hiding behind the fact that it's a civil case, isn't going to work for him much longer.
Well, let's not argue that. I don't want to. It's just better to just say, hey, you're not a thief. You know what I mean? Definitions of whether it's stolen or not, I don't think, Joey. No, anyway, it's not stolen. Why do we care about that? Well, who cares whether it was stolen or not?
But for some reason, Josh still decided not to give the Legos back. I think he might just need one more push. Here's the plan. Take a picture of every single sign that's outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And now I'm going to redesign every single one to make them way better. For example, I changed turn at the light to turn and go home. In buy, sell, trade, I changed it to steal, sell, trade. And I'm printing all of them out to scale. And nope, I didn't use ChatGPT this time. This time I'm using a much better method, which is a tape measure.
The exact dimensions of their actual sign that they have up right now.
Now it's time to put our signs directly over top of their signs. But before we had time to do this, Josh gave me a call. He's still trying to convince me to sue him, so he gets charged with a civil crime, not a criminal crime, which could land him in jail.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? It's a civil matter. Tell Brian to put his money where his mouth is. Let's go to court.
Okay, you want to do double or nothing?
What are you talking about? Are you stupid?
If you're wrong, you pay us double. If I'm wrong, I pay you double.
Bro, are you dumb? You're obviously a kid. You don't know how this works.
I think you're scared. Double or nothing, let's do it.
You're so dumb, bro.
I think you're scared.
Okay, I'm not scared.
Let's do double or nothing.
I'm not doing
If you lose, you pay us $400,000. You're scared. You're a chicken. I'm calling you out. You're scared. I'm calling you out. You're too scared. You're scared. Put your money where your mouth is.
I love how this Josh guy says he's not scared, but he keeps calling these guys. Like they're not the ones calling him. He's the one calling them.
Are you just gonna be a pussy or are you gonna
put my money where my mouth is? You put your money where your mouth is.
Okay, let me talk.
Okay.
When Brian first came in, we identified anything that was on that list that would have been his that Amanda didn't sell, and we set it aside. And it's still sitting there. We're happy to give you your stuff back. I just don't want any more damage to the store.
I guess Josh has finally realized
this guy's such a
whatever he's going
pussa.
through right now will literally never end for him unless he gives the Legos back.
I'm happy to give you the inventory. It's only bringing me harm because you guys are doing wackadoo crap trying to attack us.
Well, it looks like we won, and Brian is finally getting his Legos back.
This definitely changes the trajectory of a lot of the things that we had in
yeah, dude, we had some really good ideas. Yeah. Well, what do we do for the next couple hours if it's raining?
Bowling. Let's go bowling.
We waited a few hours for Brian to get off work, and now he's off work.
Hey, Brian's off work.
So we showed him our entire conversation with Josh.
So what can we do now to work with you guys to get the sets back?
Okay, this is what I need done. I need a written apology from Brian. I need all the negative comments taken off. I need positive reviews on there to make up for the damage.
What?
And then I'll give them back.
Nah.
hostage. Oh, you thought we were getting the Legos back already? We're not even halfway through the video yet. Yeah, so basically before Brian can get his Star Wars Lego collection back, he has to write Bricks and Minifigs an apology letter for making this Facebook post. Bricks and Minifigs really doesn't like this Facebook post being up, because in this Facebook post, Brian calls Bricks and Minifigs out for stealing his Lego.
Bro, Bricks and Minifigs thinks the fucking 64 comment, 14 shares, 55 reaction Facebook post was the fucking bad thing? How about their fucking over like 15 million views in just 2 fucking content creators' channels? These guys, bro, I swear to God, these companies live in some delusional world where Facebook is the fucking epitome of like, what the fuck?
Bricks and Minifigs really doesn't like this Facebook post being up, because in this Facebook post, Brian calls Bricks and Minifigs out for stealing his Lego Star Wars collection.
I'm not apologizing for shit.
I agree, but it sucks. But here's like where we're at, right? If you could just write the letter, like we can get the Legos back.
I walked in there with the best of intentions. Here's proof of my collection in the store. I want it back, and they've done nothing but lie and make my life a living fucking hell over this. I've gone through 9 months of anxiety, stress, hospital-ridden, medication-taking types of.
True. They should pay for damages.
No, I am not apologizing to this fucking asshole.
It sounds kind of crazy that Brian would be saying this, but I see where he's coming from. I've gotten to personally see a tiny bit of how this company bullying his family has just torn his entire life apart.
I just want to say thanks, guys. I have to go because I'm having a gnarly panic attack right now.
But at the same time, if Brian just writes this apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, he'll get all his Legos back.
I get it. You're asking me to swallow my pride and write this letter. I get it.
But then Brian told us a bigger reason we shouldn't write this apology letter. Because Brian told us that this apology letter is really a trap. Yeah, this is Josh trying to trick us into giving him a get-out-of-jail-free card. What I mean by this is, if Brian makes an apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, then Bricks and Minifigs can now use this letter as written evidence in court that they're not the bad guys, Brian's the bad person. Brian told us that if we give them this get-out-of-jail-free card, then they have absolutely no reason to ever give the Legos back. I just want to say, if this is actually what Bricks and Minifigs' plan is, then that's insane. But I really wanted to find out if this is what their plan was. So I decided to tell Josh that Brian is going to send him an apology video.
He makes the apology, then we can get the Legos back like today or tomorrow, you think, or?
Yeah.
Just in case Bricks and Minifigs has evil intentions with this apology video, I wanted to give him something that they couldn't use in court. So I went back to the beginning of the video and took a screenshot of Brian's face and put it into this website. I also uploaded this video of Sheldon.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell.
And after just a little bit of deep faking, it now looks like this.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell, and I apologize sincerely for accusing you guys of stealing my Legos. I was wrong, and you were right.
This is the ultimate test. Was Josh being sincere, or was this all just one big trick?
I want to give it back to him. That's the long and the short of it. We've run me over. I'm good. We got to win Amanda over, right? Apologize to Amanda.
Okay. I guess Brian's just a little worried that you guys are just going to keep postponing it until,
No. You're going to get him. You're going to get him. I'm not going to screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you. I swear to God. Go apologize to her. Say, sorry, man. Sorry. We did a fake raffle.
So before we can get the Legos back, Josh made up one new thing I have to do. I have to apologize to Amanda for my raffle being fake, even though I put in a lot of effort to make sure my raffle was actually real. I don't know. It almost feels like another trap. The employee we brainwashed from before told us that the owners are coming up with schemes to try to get us arrested.
After you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Dang.
How do we get them arrested?
Maybe Josh is saying this to trick me into going back into the store so Amanda can call the police on me and have me arrested. But I had to find out for sure.
Do you give me permission to go into the store to apologize to her? To make peace?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Hi Amanda, how's it going? We came to make peace, and we
Should've took a
talked to
picture of him.
Josh. He told us to come back and make peace with you. Is that okay?
It turns out I was right. This was a trap. Bricks and Minifigs doesn't care about giving us the Legos back. They just want to get us arrested.
There was a gentleman who was trespassed off the property maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and he's literally standing right in front of the store. Right here in the store in front of me.
We only have a very small amount of time before the police arrest us. So we decided to use this time to see if we could finally convince Amanda to make peace with us.
Well, I guess before they get here, we just wanted to talk to you, like, civilly, if you would like to have a peace treaty with us.
Not in a harassing way, not in a very peaceful way.
Would that be okay with you?
But making peace with us did not seem like a priority for Amanda. Her priority was to get us arrested.
It's just a regular peace treaty, a one-page document.
Okay, they have a scroll.
If you need to go over it, like, you know, you can take your time.
They have, like, the papers they're trying to get me to sign, it literally just says peace treaty. I don't know who this other guy is. He's apparently a guy.
Oh, he's the treaty guy.
Friend or the treaty guy.
He has some kind of like treaty on a scroll.
Well, do we stick around for the cops, or do we?
And so we waited for the police to show up. And they never showed up. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, the last time the police showed up, I was fully prepared with the Oregon law book. The Oregon law scared the police so much that they had to run away. I think they're scared to come back.
Hey, where the heck are these cops?
Hi, Josh.
Ben, how's it going?
It's good. So we walked in, we were like, hey, we're sorry. We have permission to come back here and like apologize. And she's like, I'm calling the cops. And she like starts.
Josh now realizes that his last-ditch plan to get me arrested, well, that plan didn't work.
I'm sorry Amanda did that. Thank you for doing that.
It looks like Josh has no other choice than to give Brian his family's Legos back.
You apologize, and it's up to them to accept it. So let's cross Amanda off that checklist. Let's get this done.
And now that our work here is done, we decided to head back to Los Angeles. It's too late to pick up the Legos today, but tomorrow, they're finally gonna give this family their Legos back. And now it's tomorrow. But the store has Brian's phone number blocked, so he can't call them. So instead, I called the store to see how Brian could pick up his Lego sets.
I was wondering if you guys are still down to get the Legos back today.
I think, I just want to make sure everything's properly,
The guy I'm on the phone with was trying as hard as he could to stall. It turns out that this is actually the same guy in the security camera footage that kicked the old owner out of the store. Google says his name is Brandon Best, and apparently he's co-owners of this franchise along with Joshua Johnson. But for some mystery reason, they weren't able to give the Legos back today.
they said they'd give me an update on Monday type thing.
Now it's Monday.
It is Monday.
Hey, I was just calling to see if you guys are still down to give the Legos back today.
He said. I would imagine it'll get done sometime this weekend, so I don't know for sure.
Why do I feel like they're just trying to sell it all off?
I don't have a quick update, unfortunately.
What?
Unfortunately, I still don't have really a good update. Yeah, you bet. Thanks for your patience. Sorry, it's kind of crazy and.
Hey,
Leave your message for.
he said I probably won't be able to talk tonight. What the heck? Why do they keep postponing this?
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
What the heck? Yesterday he said he would call me today.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. Call has been forwarded to voicemail. Is not available. Please leave your message for.
It's been over a month now. And yeah, I've gotten no answer.
And finally, after a really long amount of time, they finally answered my call.
I'm not going to distribute those things at this point. We've kept them on hold for this long, so.
What?
I've just been told that Bricks and Minifigs is no longer going to give Brian his Legos back like they promised. And at this moment, I finally realized what I did wrong. Josh said we could get the Legos back once we make peace with Amanda, but we never actually really made peace with her.
And I'm not signing nothing from anybody.
Now it all makes sense. Unless we can somehow find a way to make peace with Amanda, we are never getting these Legos back. So I printed out a more official looking peace treaty and traveled from Los Angeles all the way back to Bricks and Minifigs in Oregon.
Well, I made it to Oregon. Hopefully I can get Amanda to sign the peace treaty this time and we can finally get the Legos back.
Hello. What?
You're not allowed here.
Oh, Josh told me to come back. I think we didn't get the Legos back because you didn't sign the peace treaty. You want to call Josh?
No, I'm calling the police.
Bricks and Minifigs is still doing the same thing they've always done. They're still trying to get me arrested just to avoid giving the Legos back. The problem with their plan, though, is Bricks and Minifigs is never going to be able to arrest me, because I have a get out of jail free card. And I've actually had this card the entire video. I just haven't used it yet. Let's rewind all the way to the beginning so I can show you what I mean.
So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think?
Nope, it was even before this, right here. I made a contract with Amanda that says I, Ben Schneider, should not be trespassed, and all of these legal words, for any circumstance whatsoever, and for literally any reason, they cannot trespass me. And it's effective for the next 10 years. But this only really works as a get out of jail free card if I can get Amanda to sign it. But how the heck am I gonna do that?
No, dude.
Sorry, I got a delivery. Can I get a signature?
For some reason, Amanda just started signing our contract without even reading it.
Thank you so much.
In America, we have a duty to read contracts law, which states that you have to read a contract before you sign it. And if you forget to read it, or you just choose not to read it, it's your fault, and you still have to do everything the contract says. So even though Amanda didn't read it, she signed it, so she has to follow everything.
Because it's like falsified under the pretense that it was a
police
package.
officer she calls on me, she owes me $5,000 in liquidated damages. So let's fast forward and see how much Amanda owes me. We got 5,000, keep going, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, 35,000, $40,000. Okay, I think that's all the times Amanda called the police on me, but if I'm gonna be honest, even though Amanda has been helping cover up this giant theft, I still kind of feel bad for her that she owes us $40,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. So I'm gonna stop continuing to trick her, and I'm finally gonna come clean about the contract. Once Amanda sees the agreement she's in, she'll finally realize it's not worth it to continue racking up this $5,000 debt. Instead, a much easier option would be we team up together to convince corporate to give Brian his Legos back.
No, I'm calling the police because you've already been trespassed off the premises.
Well, you don't want to owe $5,000 more, do you?
I don't owe anything, and I'm asking you for like the millionth time you need to leave.
You did say that I'm allowed to be here. You signed a document. You did it?
I never once said you were allowed to be here.
Well, then whose signature is this then?
That is not my signature.
It's not?
Why do you have anything?
Bro, she kind of smiled there for a second. You saw
you
that?
signed this, right?
No, I did not.
Is that not your signature?
So, no, it's not, and I'd like to know how you guys got a signature that's even close to mine.
Well, it says every time you call the cops, you owe $5,000 for like punitive damages, but...
So, really?
Well, I'm just following the contract that you signed.
Okay.
Now that Amanda knows she can't call the cops on me just for being here anymore, I decided to call Josh to update him on how making peace with Amanda is going.
Hey, I just went back to try to apologize to Amanda, and...
But what Josh said next, I was not ready for.
When we took over that store, there was nothing in that store. The shelves were empty. I don't know why you guys have thinking we're the bad guys.
Josh's story has now completely changed.
He literally just
Now he's
changed up.
saying even if I'm able to make peace with Amanda, they still won't be able to give me the Legos back because they never even had the Legos to begin with. Well, if Josh is telling the truth, then why did Josh say this to us last time?
We're happy to give you your stuff back.
I mean, what stuff of ours would he be giving back if none of our stuff was even ever in his store? You're like, what about this?
I'm happy to go open that stupid cupboard and you can have all the sets in there. I want to give it back to him. I'm happy to give you the inventory. Get the inventory to Brian and I'll give him back. We're not gonna,
Does Oregon have any laws on recording calls? I know some states do.
I promise you, I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
I mean, Josh is on video swearing to God and on everything he'll give us the Legos back. But now, for some reason, he never even had the Legos. This makes no sense.
Dude, the shelves were empty.
So,
oh,
I
it's a
decided to
single
remind
party?
him of all of these examples.
Okay, so
where he
Josh doesn't
claims
have to
they
consent.
do have Brian's Legos in the store still. And this was his response.
You, I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
Give a damn of your fucking opinion. It's wrong. And if you want to test your fucking opinion, let's go in court. Who enforces the law?
The court? So,
Exactly.
so you're saying that...
It's just a
So you're saying...
difference of opinion.
So basically what you're saying is I'm wrong, but you can sue me for it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the long and the short of it.
So you know you're wrong. So you know that you stole the Legos then.
Let's go to court then.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, is that what you want?
Yeah.
You really want that?
I mean, I don't. I would like to just get the Legos back, but if that's what you want, I mean, it seems like this is what you want. I'm giving you every out that I can, but...
Let's just not go down. Look.
Dang.
Don't go down that route. It doesn't really matter because...
I just wanted to get the
Holy
Legos.
fucking no backbone having ass pussy. Brother, bro is jello. He is gelatinous. He's been calling this court shit nonstop, and the second he says yes, he's like, whoa, wait a second. Hold up. I don't know about all that.
Back. They're Brian's Legos. Give them back. It's pretty easy. It's kind of funny that this entire video, Josh has just been begging me to sue him.
Show me. Let's go to court.
But the second I agree to it, his attitude completely changes. It's almost like Josh doesn't want me to sue him, and the only reason he's saying that is because he knows that by saying it, he can get away with his crimes. But now that Josh thinks that there's a chance I might actually sue him, he's getting scared. In fact, he said if I do sue him, he's gonna tell the world that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Then you can go fuck yourself.
Dang.
You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
So basically, these are my two options. I can do what Josh wants me to do and shut up, which I can say right now, I'm definitely not doing that. So what's the alternative? I can, I guess, raise hundreds of thousands of dollars somehow, and then maybe spend 3 to 4 years in court fighting them, and somehow if I win, then we can finally get the family their Legos back. Yeah, both of these options suck. Or maybe I can somehow find a way to engineer a third option, which I call option number 3. Small claims court. Think about it. Small claims court is basically just like big boy court, except it costs basically nothing, and you get a judgment pretty much instantly. So I gathered my friends around a campfire to tell them about option number 3. One of the thoughts you had was taking the small claims court, right?
No, because it's way too much money to take to small claims court.
You can't take someone to small claims court, Ben, for $200,000.
Yeah, it's 12,000 at the most, right? 12,500.
Everyone hated option number 3, and I guess it makes sense. We ended up looking.
Wait, but what if they sue him for the auction? Because that was $1,000.
It up, and you can actually only sue for $10,000 at the most. So if we go with option number 3, Brian actually could win $10,000 pretty easily, but then this is what would happen to his $190,000. But I'm not giving up. We just need to get creative. Theoretically, if you wanted to, could you take in the small claims court?
If you wanted to limit it.
If I wanted to limit it.
But you would at least get...
What if you did an auction of each individual item of the 200,000 and small claims court each fucking piece? Because there's no way any of the sets are more than 10,000 in a singular piece, right? It all adds up to 200,000. So
$10,000 out of that, though, right?
We could, but it would be giving up $100,000 more, you know.
So here's the here's the pitch.
Here we go.
What if we have 10 people sue 10 different times for $10,000 and we get $100,000?
No.
Well, why not?
The reason that this will never work is because of a legal term called claim splitting. Yeah, so it turns out my idea is called claim splitting, which is when a civil plaintiff splits one lawsuit into 2 or more lawsuits.
wait, but okay, but my raffle idea would still work because each individual raffle is an individual lawsuit.
And that is illegal. Yes, if 10 different people sue and win money for one crime, then that is illegal. But we have already established that if one person sues for this crime, it is a very easy win. So what if this exact scenario just so happens
Oh my God,
to
am I
happen 10 different times? Think about it. If 10 different people get their Legos stolen by Bricks and Minifigs,
Oh, bro, nah, listen, I didn't pre-watch this shit at all. I have not watched anything about this.
So basically, if I can find 10 different victims of Bricks and Minifigs, my plan will work. And maybe I don't have to find 10 victims. Maybe I can create them. Starting with myself. First, I signed up for a credit card and then used that credit card to walk into the bank and take out a $10,000 loan. I then used this $10,000 to buy a few Lego sets from Brian. Specifically, these Lego sets. And according to the legal paperwork, they're still Brian's to sell to me.
Oh, so it's
But
not,
just in
they're
case
not
Bricks
going the
and Minifigs
raffle
tries
route.
to argue that for some reason this wasn't a legal sale, I hired a public notary to officially approve the purchase.
It's official. We have a public notary approving it. A notary public. We have a notary public approving it. I own these Lego sets now, right?
Once I stamp it, it's all yours.
Here we go.
Pleasure. Congratulations. It looks like I legally now have $10,000 worth of inventory inside this Bricks and Minifigs store. So I wrote a very stern demand letter to Bricks and Minifigs demanding that they give me all of my $10,000 of Legos back. And they never got back to me. So I'm going to sue them in small claims court, completely separate of Brian. Now that there's 2 crimes committed against 2 completely separate victims, this is not considered claim splitting. So this is when I thought, if the plan works this well for me, it should also work this well for all my friends. So I signed up for a ton of more credit cards, took out a bunch of more money, and each of my friends bought $10,000 worth of Brian's Lego sets.
$10,000 for you? Here you go. Thank you.
Shake hands.
You felt the need to bow.
Where is it getting
This is when we
this much
realized
money?
There's actually a big problem with our plan because we're now all $10,000 in debt, and if we don't pay the banks back soon, the interest is gonna destroy us. Dude, what's the problem?
We're $10,000 in debt.
Well, how do we solve this, dude? What do we do? Should we just ask our friends if they have like money to like loan us?
Tommy! I'm in a lot of debt, and I just wanted to know if you have $10,000 to loan me. No?
What?
Dang.
Ah.
Well, let's work this right. Michael! Do you have $10,000 to loan me?
I literally do not have $10,000.
But this is when we remembered that our friend Brian just made about $100,000 from all the Lego sets he just sold us. I bet he has extra money he could lend us. So we gave Brian a call.
So, we're in a really, really weird pickle right now. I just need $10,000, that's all. I'll give it back. This is weird. I know, it's crazy, but like...
I can see about it. But...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh my gosh, sure.
Brian legally gave each of us a $10,000 loan, which allows us to now pay back the banks to avoid interest. And it says in the paperwork that once we win these court cases against Bricks and Minifigs, we'll pay Brian back.
Yeah, and we promise once we win this lawsuit, we'll pay you back.
Yeah, we'll pay you right back.
And if you're thinking, wait, how is all of this legal? There has to be some type of catch. And you're right, there is. It's called sales tax.
Ah!
Luckily for us in Oregon, there is no sales tax.
Whoa!
It's the only state that doesn't have it. This means that we can just keep selling Lego sets back and forth to each other over and over for free.
Well, I think everyone's in. Should we start? You're gonna go to the top and start a filing.
But I haven't even told you guys the best part yet. The best part is that all of this is another flashback. Yeah, all of this happened a month ago. So now let's fast forward all the way back to present day where I'm still talking to Josh on the phone. And yeah, Josh has no clue that we've been preparing all of these court cases against him for the last month. He's about to be in for the surprise of his life.
You have like, I guess until the store closes, I guess, to get the Legos back if that's the way you want to go. But if not, I guess we'll serve the papers today and then go to court.
How are you going to serve the papers today?
Well, figure it out.
That's not how it works. Are you young? That's not how the world works.
It's not how the world works? Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make the world work that way today.
Well, Bricks and Minifigs knows the deal. Get the Legos back before the store closes, or they get served court papers. And now we wait. And then waiting got kind of boring, so I'm gonna spend the rest of the day promoting my We Steal From Old People company. Go to www.westealfromoldpeople.com for some awesome merch. And if Bricks and Minifigs calls the police on me for doing this, then they owe me $5,000 more. I've been advertising my company for a pretty long time now, and I've gotten no reaction from Bricks and Minifigs. So I'm sending in a secret undercover agent to see how they're handling the situation from the inside.
Oh no!
Well, they closed early on us. I think they're afraid of my lawsuit. So, we decided to go bowling again. Oh, no way, no way, no way. Shut up.
Oh! It's the next day now, and you know what that means? It's go time.
It's go time.
The funniest part about yesterday was when I was talking to Josh on the phone, he totally thinks that I just made all of this up in the moment. When the actual reality is, we've been planning this court case for months. But I'm not complaining, because if Josh thinks it's fake, then he probably won't show up to court. And if Josh doesn't show up to court, we just win by default. So before I serve him any court papers, I'm actually first gonna confirm Josh's beliefs and do something super duper fake. Like give him a world record for the most amount of Legos ever stolen.
Not everyone can say that they're the best in the world at something.
Exactly.
We ready? Hi.
Hello.
I am Ryan with the Guinness World Record Association, and I think you're expecting this actually. This is an award for most Legos stolen by any company in the world.
Stolen by a single franchise.
Is that what it says?
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely not hanging that up.
You don't know anything about
I
this.
have no idea of anything about that.
Okay. I guess call
I
the.
am the manager.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
And you weren't expecting it?
I was not expecting it.
Success. Anything that gets delivered to the store now, Bricks and Minifigs will probably also think it's fake, which is now perfect timing to serve all of these real court papers. But to do this, I need a lot of people. So I started recruiting some people with a game of hacky sack.
Here's your legal paperwork.
You have been served.
The first lawsuit has officially been served. Good luck, guys.
Here's my resume.
Everything was going exactly to plan. Well, until this happened.
Yeah, Mark, hurry! Yo, can we just talk real quick?
Oh, they're closing again.
I think Josh told this employee to close down the store early to avoid any more lawsuits coming in.
Yeah, she closed. As soon as she saw us pull up, she started closing up.
So for the rest of the day, I'm going to continue to advertise my We Steal From Old People company at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. I'm not getting many sales yet, but hopefully if I keep up all this advertising, people will eventually start believing in my company.
It's freaking out over this PC law.
Yeah, we had to close early today, so
Are
basically.
you guys gonna be open tomorrow though?
I don't know. So there's been some guy like harassing
it's an
us
actual customer.
well, a lot of the Legos that we sell here are actually stolen Legos. Like we just steal the Legos.
Yeah.
Anyways, we ended up getting the rest of the court papers served, and now I'm just gonna fast forward a few months, and Bricks and Minifigs hasn't responded to a single court case we submitted against them. So I called the court to see what the next steps were.
Okay, so I don't see that there's been a response from anybody in the case. Since they didn't respond, you can move forward with a motion for default judgment.
Okay.
Boom.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Yes, since Bricks and Minifigs didn't respond, looks like we win by default.
Congratulations, you won the court case.
Wait, what? They really thought it was fake.
Yeah.
We did it.
Hey, that's fucking crazy, dude. No way.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I think
What
now
is
it's
he
time
doing?
to go all the way back to Bricks and Minifigs and collect our money. And I got a cute little piggy bank here that they can put the money in.
And so I traveled all the way back to Oregon to finally collect my money. It truly is a beautiful ending. This entire video, Bricks and Minifigs has been begging me to sue them.
If you think it's illegal, why give it to me? Let's go to court. Sue me for us. Sue me. Let's go to court. Let's go to court then.
When I finally followed their instructions, they were too scared to show up.
Okay.
There is no more legal loopholes, and there is no more postponing the problem. Now, Bricks and Minifigs
Okay, I
finally
feel like
have
it's
to
gonna
deal
get
with the
arrested.
consequences for their actions.
So what if theoretically it went to court and it turns out you were wrong? Would you then admit you're sorry for everything?
Yeah, sure, of course, yeah. I give him the inventory, and the judge says I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. I'm not gonna go against the judge's orders.
Temporarily closed.
Dang it!
No piggy bank.
I couldn't believe it. Literally one day after we filed motion for default judgment, they permanently closed down the store.
Permanently? Is
At
this temporarily?
first, it did feel kind of cool that our plan worked so well, it completely shut them down. But pretty quickly it sunk in that we are not the winners here. The only winners today is Bricks and Minifigs. Now, there's absolutely no way to hold this store liable for what they did. I guess Bricks and Minifigs was kind of embarrassed by this decision and forgot to mark online that their store is closed. So over the next few days, a bunch of negative reviews started coming in of people expecting an open store, but then being met with this. Bricks and Minifigs didn't even notify any of the kids' parents who booked birthday parties here. So when all the kids would show up, they would just have to sit in an empty parking lot for their birthday. If Bricks and Minifigs is too scared to show the world that they're closed, then the only way to let the world know is for me to give them an official closing ceremony. I guess someone driving by happened to take a picture of the sign we put up and posted it on social media. And pretty much immediately, we started going absolutely viral. The entire world has now seen this crime that Bricks and Minifigs has committed. And because of this, they finally marked on Google that their store is permanently closed.
I've been reading about this Bricks and Minifigs in Salem, Oregon. It's got this sign out in front of it.
It's been over a week. The sign is still up, and people have been traveling from all over just to come and take a picture with this sign.
If you drive through Kaiser, you may have noticed a mysterious sign appear recently outside the closed Mini Bricks and Fig store. Permanently closed, we stole a family's life savings. They sued, we lost. By closing the store, we got out of having to pay the family what we owe them.
Just closed down his entire place of business to not pay you $100,000. I don't know, we didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business. Like, that's almost...
We still gotta get the Legos back. Which is why, even though Bricks and Minifigs closed down this store, I am not stopping until we get this entire Star Wars collection back to its rightful owner.
I don't know, it's just, this video's going on for so long now.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't believe me if I told you that this is still literally just the beginning of this Lego story. And if you want to watch part 2, it's live right now on my Patreon at Reckless Ben. And part 2 gets insane.
Everybody just chill. I like how the Lego video became the craziest video.
Also, by subscribing to Patreon is the movie.
Oh, yes, there's a follow-up. Wait, is this sequential?
Well, Bricks and Minifigs officially responded to my Lego video we made about them, and I haven't read it yet, but someone just sent it to me, so I was like, well, let's make a video about this. This is not Lego video part 2. Part 2 is still on my Patreon if you want to check it out. Patreon.com/RecklessBen.
Okay, maybe we need to watch the part 2 first before this. I think we need to watch the part 2 first. Yeah, okay.
Search warrant. Stand up. Step outside, everybody. No, don't move.
This is the story of how I got swatted.
No way, bro.
All because of Legos.
And Road
The whole
Warrior, they were
thing
the
started with
prime.
me investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent 2 guys to steal the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection worth around $200,000. And for
Wait,
some
chat, I have to pee so bad. Give me a second before we get too deep into this. I need to pee. All right, let's go.
And the police
It's
are
just
helping
way
them
better
get
than
away with
CCD
it.
2.5.
The family reached out to me saying that I'm their last hope to get them their life savings back. The video I made exposing them was actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But we ended up taking them to court, and we actually won. When I went back to the store to collect my money, they literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying us.
Dang it!
So I personally gave them an official closing ceremony, and it went extremely viral. And now the entire world has seen how corrupt this Bricks and Minifigs company is.
We didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business.
We still had to get the Legos back.
Yeah, I made a promise to this family that I was not gonna stop on my journey until we get them their entire Lego collection back. Right now, the 2 owners, Joshua Johnson and Brandon Best, probably think that they're safe by closing down the store. But the reality is, I can literally just sue them all over again, but personally this time. So I started to file my lawsuit. But right after I filed this court case, it got rejected. And the reason was I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing.
What?
Basically, before this court case can get approved, I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first.
I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
He did.
Oh, man.
So my only option left is to travel to his house to have this conversation in person.
I guess each...
Basically, if Josh wants to save the day, I got him a trophy that says, Joshua Johnson saved the day. And we'll give him this trophy, but he has to give the Legos back first.
So we started driving to Josh's house to have this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
We're in Josh's neighborhood. Oh my gosh.
But when we showed up, Josh was already outside talking on the phone to someone.
Oh my gosh, okay, Josh is outside on the phone. It's crazy. Wait, do I interrupt his phone call or do we just like wait?
Interrupt his phone call?
No, probably not.
I thought it would be pretty rude to interrupt his phone call, so we parked around the corner and decided to wait for him to get off this call.
I like how we just have this conversation outside.
Right. He doesn't want to get his wife involved. He's hiding something.
Everything's good, honey.
What the heck?
I'm pretty sure Josh is on the phone with corporate Bricks and Minifigs. And the reason I think that is we were actually just there right before this.
Okay, pulling up to Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
The plan was to give them one more chance to do the right thing before suing them again. While we were there, one of the corporate employees answered the door and told us he would get the CEO to come talk to us.
Okay. Well, no, they said they're getting some guy to talk to us. We're just waiting.
I can't tell you right now, no one's coming out to talk to you guys.
Really? But they told us that they were.
I know.
Since Josh only lives like 15 minutes away, they must have informed him that we're in the area. Because a few minutes later, this happened.
Dude, the police just showed up. What the heck? Why are the police at his house?
Oh, there's another one, dude. 2 cop cars.
3 cop cars?
What the fuck is he, bro?
There's
Like
lots
some
of 3 cop cars at his
secret
house.
insider cult leader?
We didn't even walk up to his house yet. Yeah. The cops are following us. What the heck? That's so crazy, dude. Obey every traffic law.
He's got his lights on.
Oh, shoot.
He's pulling us over.
My name's Officer American Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. There's nothing different to stop at.
I didn't? I thought I stopped.
Yeah, you definitely stopped. So you said you ran a stop sign? Huh? You said you ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I was like, because we definitely stopped at the stop sign. Yeah.
I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign that I actually requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
So who's Ben?
Me?
Ben? How's Utah?
It's good.
Like it?
Okay, it's pretty obvious that the police know why we're here, so I just explained to them the entire situation.
This old man spent his entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set.
The only problem is it's a crazy story, and the police officer did not believe me.
$200,000.
$200,000. It sounds crazy.
Yeah, when the officer went back to his car, this is the message that he radioed in.
Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben? Said he didn't have his ID, but he's just straight lying to me about everything else, so.
Since the cops don't believe my story, they trespassed me from the property.
Everybody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay.
Yeah, we were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Yeah, what do we do now, dude? Like, we didn't even, get to talk to him and we're already trespassed. So, dude.
The one thing I didn't understand was how the heck did they know we were coming? I was hiding in the back seat the entire time, and the car's windows were extremely tinted.
These windows are so tinted, you can't see anything.
But as I was outside inspecting our car tent, the same police showed up to our house.
Oh no, we're gonna pull over again?
And it was weird. He wouldn't tell us why he was here.
Like I said, we've already talked about it.
Yeah, well, thanks for being so cool about everything.
Yeah.
They're like after us, dude.
Anyways, since Josh clearly doesn't want to have this good faith conversation with me,
Does Josh
I
have
took his trophy
fucking, what is he, butt buddies with the police chief?
Wait, guys, let's throw it off that thing.
Just like in the previous video,
even
I tried to give
worse!
Josh the benefit of the doubt, the easy way. But again, Josh does not want to do the easy way. The only option left is to go the hard way. But before going the hard way, I actually remembered that there's another owner of the store named Brandon Best. Brandon is the guy in the security camera footage that illegally kicked the first owner out of the store so he could steal all their Legos. I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
The only option left is to show up to his house.
Damn, these motherfuckers got some nice ass houses, huh?
Hey, how's it going? Hello? Hey, well, I was wondering
he's
if
intimidating or
you'd be
something?
down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
It kind of seems like Brandon doesn't want to have this good faith conversation to resolve this problem outside of court, and I gave him plenty of time to speak.
Okay, but doesn't this all work as evidence to the court that you attempted to, right?
I'll just talk. So you guys told us to take you to court. We went to court and we won. We know you closed down the store to avoid paying us, so we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again, but
then the police showed up, and again, for some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody.
No, he stole $200,000
How do you know this?
Because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
He inherited the store. He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner.
What is this cop? What are you even saying? Like, bro literally probably has the papers to show you and said he won in court. Like, apparently police officers are above the court?
Did, and he's trying
Well,
to
that's a lie. So we.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it. And he's just trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner.
No, him saying that it's the previous owner, that's a lie, and we already proved this in court.
If you come back and step foot on this property,
I love how they have no rebuttal for the fact that the court literally...
you're gonna go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me. And turns out this was good enough. My court case with Brandon Best got accepted. But my court case with Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good faith conversation.
Why? I feel like just showing up and then being like that Josh, like the police officers are literally not letting him. Doesn't that work?
Conversation with him. So I decided to see if I could find Josh online, to see if I could look up any more information about him.
Yeah, what want?
There's just too many bald people.
Yeah, Joshua Johnson.
Lower their tax liabilities and minimize their exposure to lawsuits. That's hella ironic. Are you kidding me, dude? That's what he's known for, is reducing people's exposure to lawsuits.
After some more research, we found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon, which was actually extremely surprising to me because
it is Utah.
Josh and Brandon are truly Mormons. They believe that stealing is wrong, and if they steal, they're gonna go to hell. Or I guess in Mormonism they call it the outer darkness. But still, Brandon and Josh probably actually believe that this is going to be eternity for them. I mean, Josh even swore to me on his Mormon God in the last video that he would give us the Legos back.
I promise you, I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
But maybe I can use this to my advantage. My problem right now seems to be that Josh is never going to listen to anything I ever tell him.
Wait, why does he have
if
hair?
Someone from his church heard this audio, maybe he would listen to them. So after finding exactly what church these guys go to, we went to it and showed one of the Mormons there this audio clip. And the Mormon thought that the best thing to do was to have a talk with Josh to save him from going to this outer darkness.
Okay, good luck. And I guess me and Tyler are staying back because we're already trespassed. So
yeah, we ended up just driving home. But on our way back, this happened.
What? Pulled over again? For what? How's it going?
How's it going? I'm Officer Hawkins, American Fort Police Department. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name? Are you Ben?
Are they banning him from the town?
Hanging out down here.
At this point, we realized what's going on. Yesterday, I told Brandon that our plan is to now sue them personally.
We could just sue you
Nah,
guys
this
personally
entire
and do the
police
whole
force
thing.
is fucking Mormon, bro. They're all in the Mormon church, 100%.
Would obviously win again.
It seems like they're getting so desperate.
It's a fucking Mormon police
back to
force.
the same strategy they used in the last video.
You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we
Dang.
get them arrested?
Yeah, Josh and Brandon think that if they can somehow get us arrested and thrown in jail, then we won't be able to sue them. I don't know what they told the police we did this time, but they caught us too late. The Mormon kid was already on his way to Josh's house to save him from this outer darkness and bring him back to God.
What's going on, sir? You're gonna sit on down here for me, perfect.
Wow, he actually went.
I'm
This
just.
is a really devout Mormon, though. I respect that. I respect that.
There's been an audio going around with the young group.
Okay. What's the audio that you wanted to play?
Here's the audio.
I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
Who's that?
So
I guess
that's him.
No, I know that. I could tell that from the voice, but
I was just gonna ask him, like, is he willing to give up?
Wow,
everything,
how's the
like he
police
said,
officer
because he's
so
wrong, everything's
familiar
on
with
God?
Josh's
This might be a
voice?
crazy ask, but could you take a selfie with me?
But anyways, back to us.
What?
The police apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
this officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are illegal substances in the vehicle. So he's going to do that. I'm going to put this away, and then we'll be right. Don't reach in your pockets for me, okay? Sounds good. Thank you. After this, the vehicle will be searched. Okay. I'm going to have you stick by with my sergeant.
After 2 hours of searching the car, obviously they found no drugs.
So, you didn't find anything?
I explained to the police that we
Stupid-ass
didn't have
cops.
drugs, and the reality of the situation is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole. And the police was arguing back with just some of the worst comebacks I've ever heard, which is why I think the police actually redacted this audio in this clip, because if they kept the audio in, then the world would get to see how stupid the American Fork Police Department is. But anyways, even though we were passing every single drug test they gave us, they were still not going to let us go until we told them where the drugs were.
Your eyes, for example, right? There's a constriction, which is dilated, and then
Do you notice it?
So I haven't been looking at this. I'll show him. Look, go ahead and look at him.
I'll look at you?
Yep.
You do see it?
So
It's crazy. I have no idea, because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs, I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life. I'm willing to do any drug tests. Like, I'm very cooperative. I don't understand what you're seeing in my eyes.
I'm gonna have a discussion with this officer.
And then the police department illegally redacted this conversation too. My guess is that they acknowledged that it's very obvious we don't have drugs on us, but they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type of false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
I'm walking a very dangerous line, which can get you hemmed up a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You could end up in jail in Utah when you're from Cali.
Okay.
Not worth it, right?
Yeah.
We play differently here. Does that make sense?
Very clearly, not by the law.
I'm willing to cooperate with you guys and do anything you want me to, because I'm not hiding anything. I can promise you that. I promise.
We weren't giving the police a false confession like they wanted, so eventually I guess they just got tired and let us go.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
At this point, I've documented everything I've been through to the court, that I've tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally got approved.
Yay!
And attached to this email are court papers to serve Josh. The only problem is Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. He wouldn't even talk to another Mormon. Instead, he just called the police on him. In order to get Josh to come outside, I'm really gonna have to get creative. So I made this poster that says, "I stole a dying man's life savings," and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use. And since we have the freedom of speech, I am breaking no laws by doing this. So when Josh walks outside to take down this sign, I have a process server to serve him his court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
Nah, these cops are... Jesus Christ, brother. Bro, nah, this is...
What are you guys doing here? So we are in a court case with them and we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws, and they've been called here for a false reason, so they decided to leave.
Awesome, thank you. This is going so much better than yesterday.
So now it's time to serve Josh
No
these court papers.
drug search.
And then we got the police calling on us again.
Hello. This man stole basically his family's life savings. So we're just here to serve him his court papers.
Again, I explained to this police officer the entire situation.
I wish we could just send him an email or a phone call, but yeah, the court requires us to come in person for some reason, so...
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers. But we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
Yep, can I see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve him with?
Yes. That's required by the court.
Again, the police agree that we are not breaking the law. They've been called out here for a false reason. This guy told me that he could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it. But the only thing that really matters is that Josh is getting served.
He does not want the paper. So
He does not want the papers?
here's that back for you.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, the police told me that they can't serve the papers for me because I'm lying to them, and these aren't even real court papers.
Not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that.
To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. It doesn't have a judge's name or anything like that on it?
Because it hasn't gotten to the judge yet. So this is serving him, and then we'll go to the court, and then the judge will be there. So the judge doesn't get involved until we're in court.
Why is he saying that you guys went on the property?
Because he wants us arrested, so he doesn't have to go to court.
It doesn't look good when you've been trespassed.
Yeah.
Trying to serve papers.
Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way to do it.
Well, we have 2 or 3 incidents.
Yeah. Well, first, so they're incidents because.
So, okay. So you just have to be a criminal, move to Utah, join the Mormon church, and if anybody wants to try to, you know, bring you to justice, you just have to call the cops and say they're trespassing, and it's like a castle. You're impenetrable. Oh, shit, bro.
He's lying to you guys.
It's a life hack.
We came to do a good faith conversation, which is required by the courts before you can get a court case approved. So we did that. He called the cops on us. He lied to you guys saying that we had heroin on us, and we did a 3-hour search of the car yesterday. We found no heroin in the car. He's going to make up any lie he can to get us arrested. We are doing things the legal way, the correct way. The reason he's hiding in his house is because he's the criminal. If something doesn't look good, it doesn't look good for him, not for us.
Go the legal process, find an actual process server.
She is an actual process server.
And what is your guys' relationship?
I just met her today.
Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's
he just. What?
Yeah, we have no relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship.
Is it cause it's a girl? And then next time it brings a guy, he's gonna assume he's gay. Like, bro, and be like, he's probably your partner as well. Oh, you broke up with the last girl? I guess you move fast, you know? Like,
and that is who she is, the exact person that you were describing.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal. But I guess I was.
Yo, bro, his name is Sumbot. Bro's a robot. Bro's a fucking. Oh my god, brother.
But I guess I was wrong.
He's a clanker. No wonder.
However, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm literally just following the instructions of the court, so the police can't stop me.
Okay, have a good rest of your day.
Okay, see ya.
Now that the police are finally leaving, it's time to game plan how to serve Josh. But then, you guessed it, we got the police called on us again.
Damn, they got the fucking tent to come over this time.
Oh, sure. The paper? The serving paper?
Yeah.
They're like, all right, it didn't work the first 3 times. Can we, Joe, you're the biggest one in the entire police force. We need you to scare him, you know? Like, what the fuck?
Here you go. Well.
Do they think it's a false case? What the heck?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all.
Oh my god, please, thank you.
I think this phone call was the...
It's almost like all the other cops could have done this, by the way. Because that shit probably has the fucking number down there on the fucking... Like, you could just look it up.
Breaking point for the police.
I was rubbing his chin.
The police couldn't handle the fact that I was right and they were wrong.
What?
Find you back. Am I being arrested?
We're under arrest right now.
Really?
Ben got
Unlawful
arrested.
arrest?
Like, they didn't say anything when they were putting him in handcuffs. They just said, you're being arrested.
I was confused on what I was being arrested for. I mean, the same police officers that arrested me gave me permission to do exactly what I was doing.
You can film from the sidewalk wherever it's public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do. What's even more confusing is the police are supposed to be the good guys. Why are they arresting an innocent person to protect an evil criminal? Well, back when I was still waiting in the car to serve Josh, I got a phone call, and this call was from Brian, the collector's son who got all their stuff stolen. and he has a theory of what might be going on here.
Yeah, the cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community, and being the Bricks and Minifigs is part of that and worth millions. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon church, of which all the cops are probably a part of.
Yeah, Brandon Best, Joshua Johnson, and Eamon, the CEO, are all super Mormon. Like, the CEO even went to the Mormon University. And when I looked up all the police officers who were treating me unfairly, they were all Mormon too.
And they take care of their own, man. They are like a huge clan that takes care of each other.
And instead of trying to get rid of the few bad people who are making Mormonism look bad, they're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals. But eventually, I got released from jail.
Got out of jail. Out of jail now?
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals. So now, there's really only one way I can think of to get this family.
Am I crazy? At this point, fuck the local law enforcement. I feel like you just gotta call state. You know, but maybe state's corrupted too. At that point, just go with the fucking FBI.
The money back.
Get
that
the
got
feds,
stolen
bro.
from them, which is a GoFundMe. Yeah, it is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live,
FBI
it's time to promote it,
maybe,
to start
but,
getting
like, they
donations. We
wouldn't-
printed
they
out the
probably
GoFundMe's
corrupted in other
picture
means,
to
not
hang it
by
up so we
Mormon
could get a
money.
nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
Oh shit! This
We're starting a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back for this family.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore. We're just going to do this GoFundMe. We've already got it started.
It can run into some defamation stuff.
Again, the police were thinking of any technicality they could think of to protect their
doing
Mormon
defamation in
friend.
U.S. idiot.
See if it's that. If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
But after going through every law they could think of, it turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think you guys break the law.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're going to take it down.
What?
And then for the rest of this footage, the police redacted all of the audio. So I called up the police station to find out why.
All the redactions are done pursuant to the Utah State Code. We don't redact things just because we feel like it or, you know, just because something looks funny. Everything is redacted pursuant to Utah State
Definitely
Code.
do.
And other than that, I can't really.
All right, let's liquidate the state of Utah and just merge it with
They
another
accidentally
state.
forgot to mute this police officer's audio, so when you sync the two clips together, I can actually hear what they're saying here.
He sees it or give it back? Is it indication of crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it? I mean, I guess, but that's not.
Yeah.
Damn, this cop is like, he's one of the good ones. And like, bro's confused why the other cop. Oh, man.
This police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this poster illegal.
Yeah, but like
So-
a lot of these, I feel like a lot of these types of organizations, whether it's a police force or any type of organization, like usually the uncorrupt ones are the ones at the bottom of the fucking ladder, bro. And like, there's just too much pressure from everyone above that like you can't do shit, you know?
I decided to let the police department know that some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are. I think you guys might have accidentally forgot to redact another clip that was at the same time, and when I synced the two clips together, I was able to see what they were saying, like what the redaction was. And he was talking about how what we're doing actually isn't illegal and how the police officer might be wrong. And so it wasn't about protecting a victim, it wasn't any personal information. And so I was wondering, it seems like there might be a lot of stuff like that got redacted, maybe to protect the police officers, not to protect the victims, if that makes sense. And so...
Yeah, we don't do that. So, like I said, anything that's redacted is pursuant to Utah State Code.
I can
sue the police department.
Tell because when I sync the two clips together, I'm actually able to see that that's what the redaction was.
She's like, I'm gonna have to hang up on you. I gotta go to my Mormon church session with my Bible study. Okay, yeah.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That definitely didn't happen.
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code. Like,
No, you follow the the money trail funding the Mormon Church code.
Okay.
I don't know. It seems like the police department redacted this entire conversation because right here the police are actually admitting to themselves that none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason they're getting rid of this audio is to protect the police officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way to get the group arrested, because this is what happens next.
And Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now.
Let me see your phone.
Do not do.
What? He just... Holy shit, they're trying to...
Do not do that. You understand me? Right now you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone, so Sheldon says, okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked. And at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal. There's no search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone. But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands. And now the police officer's claiming that because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Silence.
Yeah, I was giving it to you.
Stop talking.
I was
Stop
giving
talking,
it to you.
Okay?
It's on my money. Look, it's on my wallet. I was turning it off.
Right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay? Let's put him in the back of the car.
And again, the police decided to break the law, arrest Sheldon, all to protect an evil criminal.
Nah, legitimately, they just need to buy one of those fucking, like, protest trucks that they have in Korea and air these, like, clips in these Mormon towns and just ask, like, is this the religion that you're following? Like, unironically. And then, like, maybe that, like, that teenager from earlier that was, like, actually just, like, an innocent dude who actually, you know, probably just followed his parents into the religion can realize that the shit is, they won't believe it? Maybe. Even though it won't convert 1,000 people, maybe out of 1,000, 1 person. Right?
I did willingly hand over my phone, but when I handed him my phone, my wallet popped up. So I said, hold up, let me hit my power button. And, you know, I have it recorded as well. That's all I went and did. That's not obstruction of evidence. And then I let him have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact, it is actually impossible to delete something from an iPhone from a locked screen by hitting the power button. So in no context could I have been trying to erase something by hitting one button on my phone. Now I'm sure you have a phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it?
I would imagine it wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I did. So I don't know how that's obstruction of evidence, but that is what it is.
Now that Sheldon is in jail, just for promoting our GoFundMe, we started doubting if we'll ever even be able to get Brian his money back for his dad's Lego collection. It's crazy that out of all the powerful organizations I've gone up against, the one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending for this video.
Now it's the Mormon Church, not the Lego company.
No clue that it was about to get way worse.
Search warrant. Stand up.
Search for what?
Step outside, everybody. No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that.
That's a fat ass cat.
Okay?
Yeah, this cop pulled my arm so far back, it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But if we go back a little bit, you can see I was being completely still when he grabbed me, and I actually made 0 quick movements. So this police officer is just straight up lying so he can give me a serious injury.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
Yes. The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos. I should have seen this coming. Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's gonna come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to give you guys some context, but I actually got a copy of this warrant.
The reason they were searching our house was, it says, there is now certain property or evidence described as any stolen merchandise, specifically Lego merchandise. It's evidence of illegal conduct on us that we stole the Legos. They're looking that we stole the Legos is why they stormed our house with no evidence. And this is after he's been proven to make up stories about us before. And so now he's just pulling something out of his butt. Oh, they're the ones that stole the Legos. And for whatever reason, the police take him seriously, even though he's acting like a crazy person.
Anyways, the cops probably felt pretty stupid when they searched our entire house and didn't find any stolen Legos. Again, the police illegally redacted this conversation to avoid them looking stupid, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. But instead of doing what any rational police officer would do and let us go, they're sticking to their story that we're the thieves.
And I've got a feeling I'm falling. Jump right through. I used to travel, sing along.
This is a fat ass cat.
Back right?
Yes. Now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail. Except for me. I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Ben, I'm Detective Nikosha.
Last time, I was able to get released on bail, but this time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so I went through the entire story with them to show the detective that this whole thing is just a big misunderstanding.
If you think about it, 83-year-old man versus $400 million company. Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong, they're gonna win, you know? I wish we could just send him an email, like show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us, but this is how the law works. Like, that's not my fault. Like, I don't make the law. If I made the law, send him an email, and they're like, he doesn't want your papers, you just have to figure out civilly. And I'm like, this is the civil method, you know? Like, to do it civilly, you have to serve. They're like, well, then just sue him then. And I'm like, that's what we're doing. Like, you see how this is a circle? I am very interested on Josh's side of the story because I think he said, might have said we had heroin in the car or something, and they did like a 3-hour search on our car. Obviously no heroin, so I don't know what Josh is telling them that we're doing, but suing him is not working for us. So let's do a GoFundMe.
But right after I mentioned this GoFundMe, the investigator wanted to leave the room.
Hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Something about me mentioning this GoFundMe really caught his attention.
Alright, good. Well, I'd just like to know more about this, like, GoFundMe. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we were just trying to get, so basically what ended up happening is Ben got arrested, which we were pretty blown away he got arrested, but I'm like, all right, I'll take over now. Like, I don't want you to get in any more trouble. And he's like, yeah, I can't get in any more trouble. Like if you take over, like that, you know, that was my decision. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. What other questions do you, like, I guess, have? Because there's not really, I guess, much else to say in the situation, to be honest. That's just the whole thing that just happened. I mean, I'm honestly, like, kind of shocked to be arrested at this point for that. Yeah, this is definitely a very strange thing to be getting interrogated about, especially considering from my angle and the evidence I've seen, the overwhelming evidence that they just blatantly stole from this guy. It's like us trying to then do a GoFundMe to get him his money back, and I'm the one, you know, getting put in cuffs. It's crazy.
I guess the detective didn't get what he was looking for, so he decided to interview the rest of the group.
Sounded like a great project to me. I was like, okay, it's for a good cause.
How are you doing?
And for some reason, he was trying to get all of them to admit that the GoFundMe was my idea.
Hello. Obviously, Ben was behind the GoFundMe idea as well, right?
I don't know whose idea that was, because I kind of just started, I think they
But he was supportive of it as his channel, right? He said, oh yeah, let's do this for the channel, from my understanding. Was that kind of your ideas to do this video with the GoFundMe and all that?
But I wasn't afraid to admit that I actually made the GoFundMe for Brian, because a GoFundMe is a safe, legal way to raise money for a family if they got all their stuff stolen. I should be risking nothing by admitting this.
Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court or else you'll get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know? And that was their solution.
But I was wrong.
We're gonna book you back into the jail, okay? The creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
When I asked the detective how creating a GoFundMe was probable cause to send me to jail, this was his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court, right?
Okay, should I
Yep.
get my back?
Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's gonna... He has cuffs for you.
What?
Will I also be able to hear Josh's side of the story? Because I think he's said a lot of lies to you guys.
It'll be, and I never talked to Josh, but it'll be documented in the report as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
But the detective was lying. The police have illegally redacted every single claim Josh has made about me, and when I finally go to court, I'm gonna be completely blind to what I'm even being charged for. The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail, so now I have to wait a month in jail. However, I ended up getting extremely lucky. When a judge ended up reviewing this arrest, they thought the whole thing was so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail. So now, at least I'm a free man until my court case.
Let's go, Okay.
The illegal act that I committed was mentioning that Josh stole the Legos in our GoFundMe.
So the judge can just say it's stupid and release them, but then not punish the cops at all?
Now, I just have to wait for court. And honestly, I'm not excited. My entire life, I was taught if you steal from people, you get in trouble. And if you help people, you get rewarded. But I guess I was just taught a lie. By me trying to help and do the right thing, all I did was just screw everything up and get all of my friends in trouble. I couldn't fix anything, and now with all the charges I got in this video, I'm looking at least 5 years in jail. But I finally accept my fate. I failed, and now it's time to go home. But before I made it home, one of my roommates called me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So it rings the doorbell, and it's like, is Mr. Snyder here? I was like, why? I was like, can I deliver a message for you? He's like, how could you deliver a message? He said it just like that. He was like, just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest. Like, he thought he was in an action movie type walk off, and that was his like end scene line.
If I had to guess, I'd say that Bricks and Minifigs has seen that I am a free man, and they can't have me actively working on my lawsuit against them. And considering how many lies Bricks and Minifigs has made about me in this video,
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
American Park Police Department, make yourself known. Included in the warrant are Legos.
I can only imagine of what I'm being accused of doing now. So immediately, I called the Utah Police Department to see what my warrant was for.
Someone showed up at my house today saying that there was a warrant out for my arrest.
If that warrant has, it says a no bail, those are the ones that are more serious.
The only thing the police department could tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And I am now a physical threat to Josh, the person the police are protecting. So basically, at any moment now, I could be arrested without bail for some mystery crime. There really is only one thing that I can do now.
Well, I'm in Mexico now, and the American police have no authority here. What's going on? What the heck is that thing? Do you think they let us on that?
But at this moment, I realized what I had to do. Bricks and Minifigs thinks they can just bully anyone who tries to stop them in committing their crimes. And what's the only way to stop a bully? To stand up to them.
If me posting this picture online once got the city this upset where they had to arrest me, just think about how upset they'd be if thousands of people started wearing it.
Which is why the picture that got me arrested, I'm putting that picture on a shirt.
And you can buy this merch at WeStealFromOldPeople.com. So go right now. It's gonna be sick.
And yeah, all of the law enforcement that's protecting Bricks and Minifigs is gonna be pissed. But there's nothing they can do because I'm in Mexico.
Anyways, part 3 is now live on my Patreon at patreon.com.
Part 3!
Also on Patreon, you'll find tons of behind-the-scenes content, plus the movie I made that all the streaming services rejected once they saw how gnarly it was. And all of the money I make goes directly towards trying to fight Bricks and Minifigs so they stop doing bad things to people. Also, make sure to donate to the GoFundMe we set up for Brian. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to promote this. I mean, I got arrested just for creating this thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Everyone donate to this GoFundMe. I'm in Mexico now. The police can't do anything to me here.
Okay, hang on. So what's the order from here, chat? Buy his Patreon? All right, let's see these.
Well, Bricks and Minifigs.
I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure even if I buy it, chat, I can't just stream it from his Patreon.
Officially responded to my Lego video we made about them.
I'm pretty sure I can, because that's like behind, like paid content.
I haven't read it yet, but someone just sent it to me, so I was like, well, let's make a video about this. This is not Lego video part 2. Part 2 is still on my Patreon if you want to check it out. Patreon.com/RecklessBen. This is just our response to Bricks and Minifigs' response. Okay, should we pull it up? Actually, wait, before we start the video, we gotta talk about our sponsors. This video is sponsored by We Steal From Old People, and you can visit us at www.WeStealFromOldPeople.com. We're actually
Is this before or after you went to Mexico?
Right now. This is our office, and we've been taking phone calls all day. Give us a call.
We would love to steal from old people for you, if you want.
We can't take credit for our business model. We're literally just stealing from Bricks and Minifigs. They're the ones that thought of this genius business model, so they get all the credit for this. They posted this on their website. Let's see what they said. Over the past several months, many in our community have seen posts and videos regarding a dispute involving the former Bricks and Minifigs location in Salem, Oregon. We understand the frustration and passion behind these discussions. Do they understand?
I don't think they fully understand.
Because when I went to ask him about this was his response.
What's going on?
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
No.
Bricks and Minifigs is built on a community of collectors and families who care deeply about fairness, and that is a value we share. Maybe Bricks and Minifigs just shows their care in a completely different way than most people do, and they show that care by stealing from people.
To be absolutely clear, Bricks and Minifigs does not condone, tolerate, or participate in the exploitation of anyone, especially older adults or vulnerable members of our community. I fucking love that they just specifically put, especially older adults. Or vulnerable members of our community.
If they're not exploiting anyone, especially older adults, why are they stealing from older adults then? That seems like a weird way to not exploit old adults.
Yeah. When a complex business dispute is reduced to edited social media clips, critical facts are often lost. While we will not litigate this online, which they are currently doing, we want to clarify the core situation.
Okay, so I see what they're saying. So right now they're saying this is all a big misunderstanding. Ben has edited these clips to make us look bad, but we're not really bad. Now, for the rest of this article, we're going to share our side that Ben left out, is what I'm assuming they're saying here, right?
Sounds like it.
Maybe we were wrong. Maybe Bricks and Minifigs is right, and we should give them a chance to share their side of the story. So let's see their side. So it says, the reality of the consignment claim. Much of the online narrative centers around a private consignment arrangement allegedly made by a former Salem store. It is vital to understand that Bricks and Minifigs Corporate was not a party to this alleged agreement, nor were subsequent franchises who took the ownership of the Salem location after the former owners were removed. So Bricks and Minifigs does have a point here. The previous owner, according to Bricks and Minifigs franchise agreement, they're not supposed to do consignments. They're supposed to buy the Legos and then sell them. So I think the old owner broke the rules. However, this does not, basically what this is called a whataboutism, is what they call it in politics. Basically, Bricks and Minifigs is saying, well, to take the focus off the bad thing we did, look, the previous owner also did something bad too. So because she did something bad, that makes, I mean, it just makes both of them bad. It doesn't make them, this doesn't prove their innocence. They
say Walla
we'll
E
keep
bros
reading. Maybe
laugh.
So they were to 57.
Corporate did not assign, approve, or authorize this arrangement, which is further proof of why they should not have the Legos in the store. If this is something that the brand doesn't do, if Bricks and Minifigs doesn't do consignment deals, then they should just give the Legos back, right? There's no reason for these Legos to be in their store. They didn't pay for them. They're not doing a business deal with Brian anymore. So just give them back. Easy solution. Franchisees operate independent businesses. While they must follow system standards, the franchisor does not automatically inherit responsibility for private, unauthorized agreements a local owner may enter into. This is basically corporate saying, hey, we can't control our franchises, right?
Yeah.
And then, but the problem is when you go to the franchises, they say, well, corporate told us to do this.
Who's supposed to be getting a hold of corporate?
In the security camera footage, corporate's the one taking over the store.
Seeking facts over narratives. Serious claims require serious evidence. I do agree. We both agree with that.
Yes.
We have repeatedly asked for the original documents and undoctored recordings that support these accusations. So yeah, isn't that funny? Didn't we try to get the evidence over to you guys?
Yeah, did I remember that time when I had all the evidence in my hand and I walked into the store and I just said, hey, here's all the evidence.
Who would fall for this
Let's
dumbass
figure this
fucking
out.
post?
And what did they do?
Can we have like a clip playing right now?
Yeah, let's roll the clip.
Well, so here's still all of the Lego sets you guys still have.
I don't have anything to do with that, and I don't want that. You can go ahead and leave, and I'm going to ask you one more time. This is the last time. I do not.
Bro, this whole shit,
I tried for a
his
long
entire
time
fucking
just to get her to look at
series,
this contract.
just reminds me of the South Park episode.
What's his? He owns the Legos.
Aunt Jemima, they were to
He
Prime.
does own them.
No, bro, are you an idiot? Are you stupid?
Which little girl did you stole from with that Barbie doll collection you have in the back seat?
Oh, that was a good clip. I guess this clip
Shut
is
up.
them begging for us to give them evidence,
It
right?
sounds like it.
And that we were the ones that refused to give them the
It
evidence.
makes no sense. They literally go, we have repeatedly asked. Okay, that's bullshit. Selective social media posts and investigative style videos are not a substitute for the complete records and legal agreements that govern the rights of all involved parties.
Okay, let's put all the evidence right here. We got the consignment deal. We got the full inventory list that the Bricks and Minifigs store made that shows which sets were sold, which sets are still in the store, and which sets Brian has not been paid for. This was an inventory list made by the store. Here's the security camera footage of corporate knowing there was a consignment deal.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment.
Here's all the metadata timestamped pictures of the sets that were still in the store when the owner got kicked out. I've printed all of this proof out and tried to give it to them, and this was their response.
You could go ahead and leave now.
Really?
So you could go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
Well, I'm not harassing you.
No, you are.
Wow, that was a really good clip.
Yeah.
It shows exactly what they wanted, which was obviously to talk to you. If a legitimate claim exists, there are established legal and dispute resolution processes to handle it fairly. Attempting to force a business outcome through public pressure, especially on unrelated stores and employees, is not a productive or fair path forward.
Basically what they're saying is, let's figure
These
this out the
motherfuckers
legal
are
way.
speaking of fair.
But we did what he said, actually. We did sue him, and we won. And then they didn't like the legal way. Bricks and Minifigs was the one who didn't want to do it the legal way. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Because this is what happened when we won.
Dang it!
They closed down their entire store because Bricks and Minifigs did not want to do the legal way.
Okay.
Bricks and Minifigs stores is a private business with the right
Is the
to
whole
protect their
maintenance
premises.
done? It's probably not done
We'll
for
continue to
a
support our
little bit
owners
more
and
or
prohibiting disruptive conduct or harassment. This is not about silencing criticism. It is about, oh, they're not trying to silence criticism. I feel like Bricks and Minifigs is doing whatever they can to silence criticism. And if you don't believe me, watch part 2.
Moving forward together, our position remains simple. Bricks and Minifigs Corporate was not a party to the unauthorized Salem consignment agreement.
Wait. But they were a party in the theft of the Legos.
Any legitimate claims should be resolved through the proper legal channels where facts can be evaluated fairly. And we already did that.
Yep. So, facts can be evaluated. We put all of the documents on the screen.
We ask our fans and creators to consider the human impact of the content they share. Fairness is a two-way street. It requires looking at the full picture and respecting the rights of unrelated small business owners and their staff. I mean, shouldn't they care about people below them?
This doesn't say how they're moving forward. Moving forward should be, let's give Brian his Legos back, right?
Yeah. We love the Lego community and the creativity it fosters.
Well, they're making the Lego community look really bad, so until they give Brian his Legos back, they're just going to keep making the Lego community look terrible.
We thank those who have waited for the facts before accepting rumors as truth.
I think what they're trying to say by this line is that they have the facts and we have the rumors, right? Because we're just trying to promote some narrative when they're the ones that have the facts. But if you look at the situation, it kind of seems like we're the ones that have the facts. I mean, we put all the facts up on the screens, and he now has a narrative with no evidence.
Crazy.
So,
if the actual Lego
four or
company
5 paragraphs with no evidence whatsoever. We thank those who have waited for the facts before accepting rumors as truth, and who continue to support their local Bricks and Minifigs franchise stores.
Okay, here we go. Because this matter involves active legal issues, we will provide further updates only when it's appropriate and legally permissible to do so. So this is what they're saying is like, we're not going to respond again. And they're saying it's because we can't legally do it. Their legal issues are with me. Like we've already been to court, like I think 3 times. I can share my side. Why can't they share their side? Unless their side would get them in a lot of legal trouble and they could go to jail, I guess.
You know, it's like tarnishing the image of the Lego community. And they like release a post that's like talking about like this Bricks and Minifigs business does not reflect the, you know, the charitable nature of the Lego community and something like that, you know?
It was in our store. No, we didn't pay for them, but we would, and their answer for that is, we would never try to exploit an old man. But it seems like that's what they're doing. They're exploiting an old man. So I think a better response would be explain why do you have these Legos in your store without paying for them? That would be an explanation, right? Like that would be good. But they won't be able to do that because what they would be doing is they're explaining what stealing is. And that's
they're
what
just
Bricks
retailer.
and
Why
Minifigs
the fuck
did.
would they care about
especially not just stealing, but stealing
I
from
might
an
be
old
wrong,
person,
but Bricks and
which is
Minifigs probably might be like an official licensed
there's also one more thing. So
you know,
there's this other guy. It's like there's a Lego store,
Legos.
like a couple blocks that it's like literally like right down the street from Bricks and Minifigs. It's called Bricks and Beyond, and this guy's getting a bunch of hate for my video because people are confusing his store with the Bricks and Minifigs store. Yeah, but the problem is this guy runs like a super ethical Lego store, and should we give him a call right now? Actually,
it's very similar in names. It is not related to Bricks and Minifigs at all.
First off, do you enjoy stealing from old people?
That is not what we do.
Oh, see, so basically everyone that's giving you harassment then is basically mixing up the 2 stores is what you're saying.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. I think we should see the police response.
My name is Cameron Paul, and I am the Chief of Police for the American Fork Police Department.
Why are you whispering, my brother? Hold up. Let me see if I could get a volume extension. Let's see.
I'd like to address the members of our American Fork and Cedar Hills community regarding some videos currently circulating on social media that have been presented in a way that calls into question some of the actions of our department. These videos are affiliated with an influencer on YouTube and other social media platforms and stem from a dispute involving Legos that originates in the state of Oregon. In this message, we will be presenting 4 different cases and police responses from our police department, and will provide a detailed overview as to what happened and what our actions were. On March 8th, 2026, an American Fork resident, Joshua Johnson, requested phone contact from the American Fork Police Department regarding a suspicious individual who had earlier arrived at his home. Officer Tonga with the American Fork Police Department contacted Mr. Johnson by phone. Mr. Johnson reported that earlier that same day, a suspicious male had been at his residence. He stated the male was wearing a baseball cap with a UPS logo taped onto it. Mr. Johnson also reported that a suspicious package had been left at the residence. He explained that what appeared suspicious was that the shipping label did not look legitimate. The package was later determined to contain rubber ducks. Mr. Johnson reported to Officer Tonga that he believed the male was an individual named Benjamin Snyder, who, according to Johnson, operates a YouTube channel.
That's just literally not him, though. This is his friend. That's just not him.
Individual named Benjamin Snyder, who, according to Johnson, operates a YouTube channel.
What is this?
Mr. Johnson,
by the way, what is this
who,
picture of him that they use?
According to Johnson, operates a YouTube channel. Mr. Johnson further explained that civil proceedings were occurring in Oregon and stated that he believed Snyder was sending individuals to his home to harass him. While Officer Tonga was still on the phone with Mr. Johnson, Johnson reported that two females had exited a vehicle and were walking toward his property. He also reported that a male driver remained inside the vehicle. Officers Tonga and Richardson responded to the area. Officer Tonga contacted the driver, who identified himself as Benjamin Adams. Although Adams initially stated he was there for unrelated reasons, he later admitted he had been filming Mr. Johnson while Johnson was walking around the exterior of his residence. Adams told Officer Tonga that an individual named Benjamin Snyder had flown into Utah on March 7, 2026, and had contacted Adams requesting assistance with filming, for which Adams would be compensated by Snyder. Adams reported that Snyder had left prior to officers' arrival and stated Snyder was driving a dark-colored Hyundai passenger car. Officer Tonga issued Adams a trespass warning at Mr. Johnson's request and instructed him not to return to Mr. Johnson's residence. At approximately the same time, Officer Richardson arrived in the area and located a dark-colored Hyundai vehicle. Richardson initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle for failing to stop before the stop line at a stop sign and failing to stop completely at that stop sign. Richardson contacted the driver, who identified himself as Tyler Shaw. A rear passenger also identified himself as Benjamin Snyder. When Officer Tonga arrived at the scene of the traffic stop, he spoke with Snyder, who stated he was in Utah filming a series regarding civil proceedings originating out of Oregon. Both individuals denied any involvement in delivering the package. At that point, Officer Tonga determined that Adams...
Yo, do you think a bunch of these fucking, tech illiterate idiots in the American Fork Police Department even know how to, do you think they know how to turn off comments, brother? They don't. No, right? Wait, no shot. I need a timestamp on this. There's no shot they said this.
Shaw and Snyder did not appear to have committed any violations of Utah's criminal code. Officer Tonga advised Shaw and Snyder that they were trespassed from Mr. Johnson's property and could not return. Both individuals acknowledged the trespass warning and were released. On March 9th, 2026, Joshua Johnson again contacted our department to report that a male was at his front door, ringing the doorbell and knocking.
This apparently got to the Fed level now, since many reported it to the feds.
Johnson reported the male claimed...
I feel like this is an insane level of corruption. If there's no shot this doesn't get fucking looked into.
Part of a YouTube initiative, and Mr. Johnson stated that the male was harassing him. Johnson also reported that the male had pounded on the door, opened the screen door, attempted to open the front door, and had looked through some of the windows to the residence. Officer Hawkins with the American Fork Police Department responded and contacted the male, who identified himself as Christian Morgan. Morgan told Officer Hawkins he was attempting to help his friend Benjamin Snyder contact Mr. Johnson regarding a dispute involving a
Is this
business
just like the police's way to try to dox every single fucking individual involved and hope that that does something? Is that legitimately it?
Bricks and
Jesus
Minifigs,
Christ, bro.
and some alleged money that was owed. Officer Hawkins asked Morgan how he became involved.
I genuinely don't understand. $400 million company doing all this for $200,000. Bro, oh my God, man. That's like 0.05% of their fucking net worth that they are doing this over.
Morgan stated that Snyder had posted on Instagram indicating he was coming to Utah and needed assistance from locals to get around town. Morgan offered to help and explained that at one point while he was in the vehicle with Schneider, Schneider requested help contacting Mr. Johnson. Morgan told Officer Hawkins that Schneider was likely nearby in a church parking lot. Officer Hawkins determined that Morgan had falsely represented himself to Mr. Johnson through his doorbell camera.
Bro, I want like
as
national news, fucking entire American Folk Police Department and that other police department just to get fully exposed, like absolutely ransacked, like the whole thing's just gone. You know, Joshua Johnson, his fucking butt buddy, or what was his name? I don't remember. BB, that was his initials, gets arrested as well. Like
to a nearby church congregation that did not exist. Morgan had also told Mr. Johnson that he had been sent by Johnson's church leader. Morgan acknowledged to Officer Hawkins that these statements were false and that he had made them at the direction of Mr. Schneider. Officer Hawkins issued Morgan a trespass warning and instructed him not to return to the residence. As Officer Hawkins...
It's not about money, it's about scaring anyone trying to fuck them, it's about ego. I get that. But then Ben literally called them on their bluff and fucking actually sued them. So like at that point, why continue? Why not just be like, all right, I mean, this guy he called her bluff, like, we might as well, you know? I don't know, because he knew he could stop them, but they haven't. The fact that it's escalated to the point where there's literally tens of millions of views on the topic now, like, one of their businesses have shut down. It's gone so far that the police department felt like it needed to release a 30-minute fucking, like, media release to address it. It hasn't stopped anything, bro. Like, this is, like, just the beginning. Check the comment on the GoFundMe. It's just a fucking meme.
Prepared to locate Schneider as part of the investigation, he observed Morgan walking toward a Hyundai passenger vehicle occupied by several individuals. Officer Hawkins believed Schneider may have been inside of the vehicle and intended to contact him as part of the investigation. Officer Hawkins initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle. As this occurred, Morgan turned away from the vehicle and ran away from officers. Officers did not pursue Morgan because he had not committed
This shit, bro. Build community, enforce with equity, and serve with honor.
a crime, and Morgan was not observed again by our officers. Officer Hawkins discovered the vehicle was occupied by Tyler Shaw and Benjamin Schneider,
Dumbass
both of whom had been
logo,
trespassed
bro.
from Mr. Johnson's residence the previous day. As Officer Hawkins spoke with Shaw and Schneider, they initially denied sending Morgan to the residence. Later in this conversation, Schneider admitted they had indeed sent Morgan and another unidentified individual to attempt to contact Mr. Johnson because, according to Schneider, their civil case could not proceed without an attempt at verbal reconciliation. During the interaction, Officer Fraughton indicated he believed Shaw's eyes appeared glassy. Shortly afterward, Joshua Johnson contacted police and reported he was going to shoot someone as a result of the ongoing harassment. Multiple officers immediately responded to the area. While en route, Officer Sumbot with the American Fork Police Department contacted Mr. Johnson by phone. Mr. Johnson reported that Benjamin Schneider and several affiliates were outside of his residence and had approached the home, frightening his wife and
This is like mommy ASMR
This is not
tone.
true! There was none of this! What?
When Officer Sumbot arrived, he located a vehicle parked north of the Johnson residence, and that vehicle was occupied by Sierra Lautz and Benjamin Schneider. Officer Sumbot asked what they were doing in the area. Schneider stated that he was involved in a court case and needed to provide legal paperwork to Mr. Johnson.
Well, at least
Schneider
they have a very tight-knit community willing to take on the world for each other.
Indicated he worked for himself and that Lautz was his process server. Officer Sumbot then contacted Mr. Johnson to gather additional information regarding the situation. Mr. Johnson explained there was an ongoing dispute involving a Bricks and Minifigs franchise located in Oregon. Mr. Johnson stated that the prior owner, Crystal Law, had reportedly abandoned the store and requested that corporate representatives take over the location. Mr. Johnson identified himself as an employee of Bricks and Minifigs and stated that he had been sent to the store to secure the franchise location and protect company assets.
This is their like official Twitter, bro.
Mr. Johnson further explained that Law had entered into a consignment agreement with an individual named Brian Mansell,
They don't have
but
a Twitter,
according to
it's all
Johnson,
fake? Oh, okay.
Mansell had not been paid. Mr. Johnson stated that when he arrived at the Oregon franchise location, Mansell demanded payment from Johnson and his business partner. Johnson reported that corporate representatives advised him they would address the consignment issue directly. However, Johnson claimed that Mansell continued attempting to hold Johnson and his business partner personally responsible under the agreement. Mr. Johnson also reported there were Lego sets believed to belong to Mansell that remained at the store. According to Johnson, they offered to return those items, but Mansell refused and continued demanding compensation. Mr. Johnson alleged that Mansell had hired Benjamin Snyder to harass, stalk, vandalize the store, threaten to murder the manager of the store, and forge signatures. Mr. Johnson then explained to Officer Sumbot several incidences from the previous days allegedly involving Snyder and or Snyder's affiliates. Officer Sumbot informed Mr. Johnson that Snyder stated he was present with a process server to serve legal paperwork. Mr. Johnson claimed the paperwork was fraudulent. Officer Sumbot again contacted Snyder, who stated they needed to physically deliver copies of the paperwork to Mr. Johnson. Officer Sumbot's report states, Snyder told me he was following the government's instructions and that Johnson keeps calling the cops on him to avoid getting in trouble for his crimes. Snyder said this is the third time Johnson has called the cops because he thinks that if he keeps calling the cops on him, he can get away with it. But we are showing him that he's not going to get away with these crimes. Snyder allowed Officer Sumbot to take the paperwork to Mr. Johnson, which Officer Sumbot did in an attempt to help Mr. Snyder. Officer Sumbot advised Mr. Johnson that the paperwork appeared to be related to a claim and a case that originated in Oregon. Mr. Johnson stated that he had already contacted the Oregon Law Enforcement Agency with jurisdiction, which was the Kaiser Police Department, and had been told that nothing had been filed. Mr. Johnson also stated he believed the situation was being created solely for YouTube content purposes and declined to accept service. Officer Sumbot contacted the Marion County Circuit Court in Oregon to verify the legitimacy of the paperwork. The court confirmed that the case was indeed legitimate, but that papers had already been served and no hearing date had yet been scheduled.
Hello. You guys see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve them with?
Yes. That's required by the court that we have. I wish we could just send them an email. I wish we could just send them a phone call, or the court could send it to them, but this is what we were required to do from the United States court. So we're just following the instructions of the government.
Have you guys been here before?
I have once. I came one time to have a good faith conversation with him before suing, which the government also requires us to have before.
So are you Benjamin Snyder?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just following basically the instructions of the government, and he keeps calling the cops on me to try to avoid getting in trouble for his crimes.
Okay.
So that's why he keeps calling. I think it's like the third time he's called the cops now on us, because he thinks if I just call the cops on me, he can get away with it. But we're showing him like we're not going to let him get away with his crimes. So.
Okay. You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Hang tight. We're going to finish up some things on our end when he shows up.
Okay, we might need you to fill out some documents later then, as proof of service, if that's okay, but because whoever serves him has to fill out a proof of service and might have to fill out some court papers, but that's just the legal way to do it.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Let's see if they actually show him going to the door. Oh, yeah, no. Okay. Oh, just all conveniently. Oh, you can't show anything about Josh. Only about Ben. Oh, conveniently redact everything with Josh, huh? Oh my God, brother.
What was that? He does not want the paper. So
He's not want the papers?
Here's that back for you.
Okay.
He wanted you trespassed.
While officers were speaking with the involved parties, a sign was also located on the park strip across from Mr. Johnson's residence. The sign depicted Mr. Johnson holding U.S. currency in both hands while standing in front of an elderly man lying in a hospital bed.
I just realized this fucking $100 bill has the Benjamin Franklin, like, double-faced. What the fuck is that? Fucking AI.
The sign contained the statement, "I stole a dying man's life savings." Snyder admitted he had placed the sign earlier that day. Officer Sumbot advised Snyder that, based on the ongoing conduct being reported and observed, officers believed his actions were approaching the statutory elements of stalking under Utah law. Specifically, officers expressed concern regarding repeated appearances at the residence, directing multiple individuals to contact the family, photographing the home, and placing objects and signs at the property. Officers had already given Snyder earlier warnings. Snyder responded that he believed he was following court procedure. An individual commits stalking if the individual intentionally or knowingly engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific individual and knows or is reckless as to whether that course of conduct would cause a reasonable person to fear for the individual's own safety or the safety of another, or to suffer other emotional distress. Utah law defines a course of conduct as 2 or more acts directed toward a specific individual, including, but not limited to,
Yo, shut your bitch ass up. Nobody needs to hear
officers
these stupid ass
established probable
definitions. You guys
cause
are literally just fucking making shit up.
that Snyder had committed the offenses of
Jesus Christ,
stalking
bro.
and targeted
Like, serving court papers is not fucking stalking. It's because he could. By the way, like, he can't even. This Josh guy can't even say he's getting emotional distress and like stuff like that. He literally has to take the paper once, and Ben will never show up in his doorstep again, ever. So he is creating his own emotional distress. No, like, this is some bullshit.
picketing under Utah law. Snyder was subsequently arrested and transported to the Utah County Jail. On March 11th, 2026, Joshua Johnson again contacted the American Fork Police Department to report that Benjamin Snyder and several affiliates were again in the area. Mr. Johnson reported that the individual he believed had been stalking him was across the street from his residence, placing another sign containing Johnson's photograph. Johnson also reported that individuals involved were speaking with his neighbors. Officer Richardson with the American Fork Police Department responded to the area and observed 4 individuals hanging a sign directly across from Johnson's residence. The sign appeared to be either the same sign or a replica of the sign that was referenced in case 26AF02033. Officer Richardson contacted the group and asked what they were doing. The group stated they were supporting a GoFundMe campaign for a dying man. One of the individuals, later identified as Sheldon Norcross, voluntarily showed Officer Richardson his phone to display the GoFundMe. While viewing the phone, Officer Richardson observed that Norcross was actively engaged in a FaceTime call. Officer Richardson asked Norcross who it was he was speaking with, and specifically asked whether it was Benjamin Snyder. Norcross confirmed Snyder was on the FaceTime call. After reviewing the known facts and the elements of Utah's stalking statute, and taking into consideration the new actions from that day, Officer Richardson established probable cause to arrest Snyder for an additional count of stalking. Specifically, Richardson believed Snyder was coordinating conduct through third parties that constituted a continued course of conduct under the statute we reviewed. Officer Richardson then decided to seize Norcross's phone, pending the approval of a search warrant, in order to preserve potential evidence and prevent the deletion or alteration of any data. According to Officer Richardson's report, when Norcross was informed that the phone was going to be seized, Norcross immediately began manipulating the device. Richardson wrote in his report,
"Show the body cam footage!" Nah, look, these motherfuckers only show the body cam footage that's convenient to them. They literally, the fucking video we watched proved that they have body cam footage of everything, by the way. But they're just like, we don't need to include that here.
Norcross then immediately opened his phone and began manipulating it, which led myself and Lieutenant Adamson to believe he was attempting to destroy evidence on his device. At that point, Officer Richardson and Lieutenant Adamson forcibly removed the phone from Norcross's grasp after what Richardson describes in his report as a very brief altercation. Norcross was then detained in handcuffs as part of the stalking investigation. At this time, officers did not know where Snyder was located. While still on scene, Officer Richardson received information from an American Fork resident stating that several YouTubers had been renting an Airbnb property from this citizen. Officers responded to the Airbnb.
Oh, just a random citizen. Oh, yeah, bro.
With the intent to arrest Snyder for an additional count of stalking.
What? Wait.
Stating that several YouTubers had been renting an Airbnb property from this citizen. Officers responded to the Airbnb with the intent to arrest Snyder for an additional count of stalking. Upon arrival, officers developed probable cause, including information gathered from video surveillance from the Airbnb, to believe that Snyder had entered the residence and had not yet exited. Officers then prepared a search warrant affidavit requesting authorization to enter the residence to locate and arrest Snyder. During contact with...
Oh, so what was the probable cause on the warrant, though? Why are you just leaving that out? Are you just not gonna tell the world how you thought there were stolen fucking Lego blocks in there? You stupid motherfucker. No, the stalking was previous. The warrant was for fucking stolen Lego blocks. The warrant was not to arrest him. You don't get a warrant to fucking... they literally used the warrant to fucking search the premise, and then obviously we're gonna arrest him as well. But like, the warrant was just made up on some bullshit about fucking Lego pieces, bro.
The Airbnb owner.
By the way, doesn't a warrant literally have to go, like, get approved? Who approved the fucking Lego block warrant? Like, what kind of judge approved that shit? Like, what judge saw sufficient evidence that there were stolen fucking Lego blocks? Probably a fucking Mormon judge they had on speed route. Joshua was like, hey, I remember all that money I donated last year? Yeah, I need you to fucking, just speed run this fucking warrant real quick so I can arrest this, like, 23-year-old. Teenager. No, I mean, it's gonna say there's Lego blocks, but who cares? Like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Reported overhearing conversations about possible stolen Legos. Specifically, officers wrote in the search warrant affidavit, the homeowner also disclosed that he could hear multiple individuals inside the residence speaking about
Ben is
possibly
30.
stolen
Damn.
Lego toys they had taken.
Oh, I forgot it. This is in 1995. He's only 2 years younger than me.
Based on that information, officers added a request within the search warrant affidavit seeking authorization to also search for and seize possible stolen property, including Lego merchandise. Within the search warrant affidavit seeking authorization to hear multiple individuals inside the residence speaking about possibly stolen Lego toys they had taken.
Bro, can you stop talking like you're fucking holding Sunday school? Like, this shit is so fucking annoying. Like, just talk. Like, I can't even, like, focus on what he's saying because it's so fucking stupid.
Based on that information, officers added a request within the search warrant affidavit seeking authorization to also search for and seize possible stolen property, including Lego merchandise. 4th District Judge Roger W. Griffin reviewed and approved the search warrant. Officers executed the warrant as a knock and announce warrant. What this means is that our officers take the time.
Brother, I hope these people understand. I'm sure this fucking judge knew his name was about to be put out there. I hope this judge knows he's gonna get, like, the full fucking, like, brother, you're gonna be memed from hell and back. Like, there will not be a single day, brother. There are gonna be probably people fucking hounding your ass. Now, obviously not condoning that type of behavior, right? But it's gonna fucking happen. There's no shot you thought this was gonna go down well. Like, bro, nothing will happen. Oh no, nothing might happen, like, systemically, but I would not be surprised if random ass motherfuckers drove by throwing fucking toilet paper at the judge's house, or fucking throwing dog shit, or mailing them fucking, you know, poop. You can mail people poop, you know? So, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Or leave convenient placed Legos on the front step of the door, so when they step out to go to work, they step on a Lego piece, and then it hurts their toes real bad, right? Like, who knows? Judge Griffin obtained his law degree from J. Reuben Clark Law School at Bro, so he's a fucking Mormon graduate as well, the judge? Oh, nah, bro. Listen, are these people fucking stupid? Like, they can't even hide their systemic corruption at all. They're just like, here are all the names. Yeah, we have our LinkedIns. You can look them up. We all went to Mormon school together. But like, motherfucker, they literally just put everything out. It's like, look at us. We're all in this together. It's like, brother, there's no way these guys actually, like, this is like unreal. This like feels like it's from a movie. Like, this has to be a movie, dude. Like, holy moly.
To knock on the door, to present themselves as officers, and to inform anyone inside that they have a search warrant. As they were doing this, individuals came to the door. Ultimately, 5 individuals exited the residence. Those individuals were identified as Benjamin Snyder, Tyler Shaw, Stephen Allen, Sierra Lautz, and a male who was later identified as a 16-year-old juvenile. As the individuals exited the residence, they were placed in handcuffs.
That's why they blacked out one of the individuals in his footage.
To secure the scene. During Snyder's detention, Lieutenant Adamson took hold of Snyder's right arm. Lieutenant Adamson later reported that he felt Snyder tense his arm, at which point Adamson moved Snyder's right arm behind his back to place him into custody. Mr. Snyder later...
Bro, this, whenever they say shit like that, this is like, we are the police and we investigated ourselves and it seemed like it was fine, you know? Like, officer said, Officer Joe Bob said, he saw something and then that must have been it. So, like, that's why he did it. Like, okay, bro.
Addressed this incident in one of his YouTube videos. In the X-ray image displayed by Mr. Snyder in that video, a small L is visible in the upper right-hand corner of the X-ray. The L indicates the image is that of the left shoulder. The video shows Lieutenant Adamson handling Snyder's right arm during the arrest. Additionally, officers documented no complaints of arm or shoulder pain by Mr. Snyder during his detention, transport, or booking process at the jail. All 5 individuals were transported to the American Fork Police Department. Due to limited interview room availability,
nobody fucking cares. Like, even if that was true, nobody fucking cares. Like, oh wow, he might have lied about which arm it might have been. Who the fuck cares, brother? Like, that is like that's the smallest, tiniest fucking part of this entire thing. Like, the cop broke his arm, you stupid fuck? No, he didn't. He dislocated the arm. But what I'm saying is, even if that was true or false, that's not the fucking crux of the issue here. Like, him getting a dislocated shoulder is like this compared to the systemic corruption from the judge to the fucking police to, like, every single fucking aspect of this entire case.
Rooms and holding cells.
CoffeeZilla is dropping a video about this? Oh my god, brother. Honestly, where's the American Fork Department? Like, what is this located? Just close down the town. Is it literally called American Fork? There's no way that's called the town, like, of American Fork. Is it actually called American Fork? The town is called American Fork, Utah. That's the dumbest fucking town I've ever heard. They just called it American Fork. What? Okay. Yeah, no, they should just close down the whole town, brother. Like, this town is gonna become... Oh, bro, you know there's gonna be people going over there just to fucking meme and take pictures and, like, get social media. Like, I went to American Fork. Oh, this is the police department. Like, yo, bro, they are gonna get fucking... Oof. Yo, what the fuck? What the hell? When did Google Maps become, like, a globe? This is just fake. I'm just kidding.
While interviews were conducted, the juvenile male was also immediately released to his parents upon arrival at the police department. The 4 adult individuals agreed to interviews with Detective Nicosia. The contents of those interviews are documented in the Associated Police reports, which will be made available through a link accompanying this video. Ultimately, Detective Nicosia determined that Shaw, Allen, and Lautz appeared to have been acting at the direction and encouragement of Mr. Snyder. These 3 individuals were ultimately released from the police department. Mr. Snyder was subsequently transported to the Utah County Jail, where he was booked for an additional charge of stalking.
Okay.
I understand that many people following this situation online have strong feelings regarding the underlying...
Okay, how about you address the fact that a judge threw out the arrest and allowed him to get released on bail, and then you guys made a new fucking warrant for arrest out of your buttholes to rearrest him? They just don't know. You're just not going to address that part?
business dispute
NPC
out of
cop
Oregon,
putting me to sleep.
and allegations that individuals may have lost significant amounts of money. I recognize...
Bro, if I was the Mormon church, man, I'd fucking disassociate with this shit, like, ASAP. Like, this is just making, like... This is making your religion look 10 million times worse than... Oh my god, brother. Like, this
that
is...
people are frustrated, angry, and may feel that justice has not been served in relation to those allegations. Those concerns are understandable. I understand them, and I'm empathetic to them. And nothing in the actions taken by the American Fork Police Department should be interpreted as validating, supporting, or defending anyone involved in that separate civil or criminal dispute.
Really? Because you're what is this, a SEAL, right? Your SEAL says enforce with equity, but it seems like through this entire case, you listen to every single thing Josh tells you like it's the fucking straight up a passage out of the Book of fucking Mormon. But if it's from fucking Ben, it's like Satan's whispering on your shoulder, bro. If Josh says it, bro, like actually, like Josh, bro, I don't know. Josh might be one of the, I don't know, fucking prophets or something. Like, is he literally a saint in the religion? Like, he says something, fucking police are like, okay, we gotta, he said there's heroin, we gotta check. He said it was about they were gonna murder him. We gotta check. And then Ben says this is a real court document. Nah, we don't think this is real. No, we don't think anything you're saying is true. We think you're just lying to us. Like, okay, bro. Like,
our responsibility in Utah was not to determine who was morally right or wrong in a business disagreement originating in another state.
He's probably just funding them, brother. Even if they were, okay. Like, here's my opinion, okay. If I was a smart person in the police department and I was like, Josh is telling us there's this whole YouTuber, you know, making this case out of him. Okay. What's his name? Ben Schneider. What's
Josh
this,
has son's shock collar on the mum.
What's their YouTube channel? Okay, let's look through his... Oh, wait. Some of his videos get millions of views. Hold up. Like, maybe we... Wait a second. Maybe we disassociate with Josh real quick before we take this too far.
Our responsibility was to respond to conduct reported here in our community, evaluate the facts available to our officers at the time, and enforce Utah law as officers established probable cause that a crime had occurred. The fact that someone may believe they have been wronged financially, law, evaluate the facts of it originating in another state.
Wait.
Wrong in a business disagreement originating in another state. Our responsibility was to respond to conduct reported here in our community, evaluate the facts available to our officers at the time, and enforce Utah law as officers established probable cause that a crime had occurred.
So the facts that you had available, which we literally have body cam footage of one of your officers calling the fucking court, verifying it's real. We have body cam footage of your officers taking something down and laughing about it, while the other officer clearly says that's not wrong and that what the officer did was wrong. Oh, no. Those we're just gonna ignore those.
As officers established probable cause that a crime had occurred. The fact that someone may believe they have been wronged financially does not exempt any individual from the laws governing harassment, trespassing, stalking, or other conduct within our jurisdiction.
So you think criminals who steal hundreds of thousands of dollars from a sick old man should not be harassed? Low-key, I feel like they should, though. You know? Why is the law protecting the criminal?
We remain committed to enforcing the law fairly, objectively.
Why were you obstructing the serving of court papers?
And transparently, regardless of who is.
Why? Wait, transparent? He said transparently after they redacted like tons of police footage and then put Karen on the fucking phone line to be like, I don't do that, Ben. I do everything according to Utah law. Like, bro, oh my God, bro. There's no shot they say these things with video proof out there of all the things that they're actively doing. What?
Involved, or what narrative may exist.
Oh my God, brother. This shit is fucking crazy. Holy shit, man. Bro, if I was the FBI, I'd investigate this entire fucking town. Like, systematically. Every single fucking part of it. From the local church to the courts to the fucking... Like, obviously, who knows? The FBI may get paid off. But honestly, seeing how big it's gotten in social media... If I were somewhere higher up in the FBI, I'd be like, nah, we gotta make like a public example out of this so that like the other corruption can stay, but this corruption, it's been too exposed, you know? I don't expect anything to actually happen, but if you were in a network of corruption and one of your branches gets so exposed that defending it would make you look too bad, just cutting off that one branch and like making an example of it might be the play. All right? Yeah, you cut off the pawn, exactly. Right? Even if the corruption goes to the FBI and beyond, right? That means American Fork Police Department, bro, that's just a fucking that's the bottom of the fucking barrel, bro. Just cut him off. Hey, and wouldn't it be an insane PR win for the FBI? Am I crazy, right, if they just cut him off? Even if the FBI is still corrupt.
Mormons
right?
versus Scientologists, WHO wins. Monka, why does America have
sure Mormons
supersized
win.
cults?
I don't think Scientology is as rich. I'm pretty sure Mormon Church is definitely richer. The Mormon Church is the second largest landowner in the U.S. That ain't happening. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? But this is why I'm saying the Mormon Church needs to step away from them. You know, be like, oh my God, the police are so corrupt. That one judge, what was his name? Roger? These guys were operating on their own, like, we don't claim them, you know?
I saw this comment on
I feel
the
like
video and
Church.
I think I agree. I think people are so invested in the Lego story because it's a strange version of what's happening in the country right now. Rich bad guys taking from an everyday person with no shame, and acting like they're in the right.
No, I think everybody's invested in it because this literally feels like something out of a fucking movie. Like, Josh? The police, everything, these feel like fictional fucking, like, story villains. Like, the straight up. Like, you couldn't make up the lines that these motherfuckers are saying, but they're real. Like, it's just straight up, actually, this shit's real. Josh, unironically, said all the lines where he flip-flopped from being like, I'll give it to you. We don't know what you're talking about. They never existed. Like, this motherfucker, Josh, bro, he literally, his lines are real. He said these things. It's crazy. Like, how? Makes me hate religions even more, people or something. If they were in a show, they could be called unrealistic. Exactly. If this was a show... Like, if this was, like, make-believe, we'd be like, this is, like, come on. Like, this shit, like, people can't be this dumb. But then, like, you find out this is real. So, like, holy shit, people are this fucking dumb. What? It's not the religion, chat. Even though Mormonism is insane. It's not. I don't think it's necessarily Mormonism itself, but it's probably just a systemic issue of just, like, how money and just enough of it can win you enough favors from enough parts of the world or parts of your environment that you can pretty much get away with borderline anything. You pay the right amount of donations, you pay the right... No, bro, we've all seen those movies, right? We've all seen those movies where the billionaire bad guy, right, has all the law enforcement, the judges, the court systems, They've got them all in their pockets because they gave charitable donations to the police force, donations to the fucking judge, like help the judge's family in a time of need, stuff like that. But this is real. This is real life. All over some fucking poor old man's Lego sets. And I'll repeat this again. Bricks and Minifigs, their fucking net worth is $400 million. $200,000 from that old man makes up 0.05% of their net worth. Not even 1% of their net worth is what they're going through this for. That's like, that's gotta be like, I think, I might be crazy here. I think they're more greedy than Logan Paul. I didn't think I'd say that about anything. These guys might actually be the most greedy motherfuckers I've ever seen. I don't even think Logan Paul would do something like this for 0.05% of his net worth. Oh my Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck, this first review? Oh no, this is like from 3 months ago. This is a paid fucking actor of the Mormon church. No shot? You just got a ticket? Okay, bro. Nah, bro. There's no human being on the planet I can believe gets pulled over by a police officer, gets a ticket on a snowy fucking day on your miserable drive back home from work probably, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna leave a 5-star review on that motherfucker. Like, that's not, nobody does that. What? What is that, bro? Come on, dude. Nobody does that. It's like, you know what, officer? Really don't like the ticket, but I'm gonna give you a 5-star on Yelp on that one. Well done. Like, what? Notice how there's no, like, 2-star, 3-star. It's either 5-star or 1-star. You either have the worst experience with a police officer from here or the best. This is great, though. You want to know why this is great, chat? This is one of those things where it's like, you could wake up tomorrow and like, it's like, you know, you don't know when the next episode might come out. Of like, you know, the next development. You're like, oh shit, bro. Fuck, man. I can't wait. I can't wait till the next development on this case. Now, I will say, if this whole thing somehow ends, like Josh and his whole business and like this police department not being investigated and not being thrown into jail, specifically Josh, right? Nah, that's a fucking bullshit. That's a pile of bullshit. Who are you demanding from? The writer god? Yes. Chat, I am someone that believes there is some justice in this world if enough eyes get on something. There's a reason Jeffrey Epstein didn't live long enough to get to the, you know, the stand. Enough eyes got on it, okay? So enough eyes, if enough eyes get to something, even if it's so big, is he dead? Or he's playing Fortnite. One or the other. I'm not sure, right? And 99% of Epstein's accomplices are free. Exactly. Yes. But that's what I'm saying, right? If something gets big enough, something will happen. Will it solve everything? 100% fucking no. Especially if it gets, I feel like the higher in the world it gets, there will always be something that gets cut off that is the least damaging to the entire system. Like in the Jeffrey Epstein case, I think Jeffrey Epstein cutting him off was probably the easiest solution for everybody else implicated, you know? And that's why I'm saying, in this case, if it does go that high up, maybe cutting off Josh and the American Fork Police Department is the least damaging for the rest of the system, you know? Pop is not suicidal, by the way. Yeah, what? Yeah, true, chat. If I randomly show up dead, I am not suicidal. I want to live. I 100% have the will to live continually. Yup, If something happens, it wasn't me. All right, it was the American Fork Police Department or Josh planted some fucking Lego bricks outside my fucking door and I tripped and fell. All right.